Whoops! I have forgotten to unmute my mic. I am very dumb.
Oh,
I'm going to reintroduce everything when you're talking with your webcam mic. We've had some audio issues here since we've been waiting now for half an hour to start the games when they're supposed to be, started already. Technical issues. We're going into the game very quickly. I'm joined by Natni for Team Denmark versus Team Yggdrasil here in the upper bracket. There's not many teams here, but we're about to see a great showdown happening here. Some familiar names here on the side of Yggdrasil and Team Denmark. Specifically Dirtmaster, a former champion of NEL.
oh, actually, yeah, I didn't really get to see these teams before the match, but there's quite a few notable names, especially for our returning viewers from NEL. And both these teams we've seen perform a lot, but definitely a place we want to continue to like performance. But right now, Reed is having a lot of pressure put onto him, but not as much as Fox. As Beaver sends out those torpedoes and claims the first kill for the side of Team Denmark, and they're looking to keep spiraling down this win into an early fight win. See, we'll fly back onto Need. I'm seeing the Denmark down a tank. I swear I just saw Philip fly off the map. Yeah, I did. That's going to make things a little bit more interesting in this final fight, but it's a 2v1 on the side of Team Denmark, and they're going to take this first fight when building up a few ultimates. As right now, actually, it's quite different looks from both teams, both, of course, around that hazard, but Team Denmark looking a lot more stable and poke-oriented, while Yggdrasil are looking to really put the speed and the heat on.
Yeah, I'm interested in this hazard pick from both sides. It's obviously used in Korea, but the team compositions are quite unusual. And especially for someone who I'm familiar with, Ossi as a tank player is on the Kiriko, but doesn't seem to be mattering that much, though Fox does go down in this early phase. People are low. Lemon Rhino gets traded for by Flip-Flop. And it's looking like a fight win here for Yggdrasil as they're setting on pressure here, though Grimlocks finds a trade on to Dirtmaster late on here. But the space has been claimed by Yggdrasil, though Lunar is getting very low.
Team Denmark are still holding on tooth and nail onto this point, but Aussie looking to finally shake them loose. Smarto does go down. Some ults are coming online for Team Denmark, so maybe they can hold on, but right now the point is slipping away and Need is going to get slowly staggered out here. Philip really showing off how aggressive you can be on this Sojourn, and it's paying off wonderfully. But now they are on that more defensive position, so they're going to have to rely on a big overclock or this rush coming out. Denmark, they have nearly 4 ults building up in their bank.
Yeah, and we're oh dear god, that's a loud hope. That caught me by surprise there. But we're looking at a Kiriko rush going in here to this fight for Yggdrasil, going to probably make a big difference here, though the Juno ult was also available here for Team Denmark. And we do see the Kiriko rush and the Bob being popped out from Yggdrasil. No, sorry, the Bob from Denmark and Kiriko rush from Yggdrasil. This volume is very loud, it's shattering my ears. I'm going to have to take it down for a bit on my end. But
yeah, I mean,
yeah, I assume that the volume wasn't that loud for Team Denmark as they do take the fight win off that one. And spare a few ultimates here as well. Rally and Hazard ultimate coming online. Versus Yggdrasil's 4 ultimate here with Fox. You're going to be using them very aggressively here, trying to get some value, but a nice Hazard here from Need, blocking off the bridge as well. Overclock pop by Flip-Flop though. Lunar finds the Grimlock early and the beat comes up from Dirtmaster and Flip-Flop gets off the map. No!
Not again!
It's anyone's fight here to take now as Denmark pops the rally, but Smato is getting low. We'll be able to see picks here. Need finds Ossi and Lemon Rhino finds Fox, and it's looking like the fight might be coming to an end here for the side of Yggdrasil. Team Denmark taking the advantage here for round 1, unless we see a late touch here coming out from Flip-Flop.
Fox does still have that blade. Actually, Philip will give his life to trigger the overtime now. That buys a moment, just a second for Fox to come back, but it's not gonna be enough. Yeah, Team Denmark, while Yggdrasil do seem to be slipping and sliding all over the place, Team Denmark do have a firm lockdown on that first point. And yeah, I do apologize for the technical issues, but right now these teams are putting on quite a performance to help mitigate that. Some players that we like to see returning, of course. The Dirt Master fan club, I'm sure, thriving well in the chat to see him back in action. And this Lucia Kiriko, it's not finding the value that this Juno Lupita is at the moment. But actually, Luna is going to abandon this hands of his and move over onto the Orisa. I think it's looking like it's two very different looks here, Matthew. But what are your thoughts on who's going to come out on top here?
You're looking at the more brawly matchup here for Yggdrasil. Well, Denmark wants to play it a little bit more divey. So if you play this well with space control here, holding the space out, holding these tight corners and choke points for Yggdrasil, it is a favorable matchup for them, but we'll see how Denmark plays this, as they do have that dynamite available to their side. And it looks like Need wanted to take an early aggression there. It doesn't quite pan out, as it does look like Yggdrasil is now rotating onto the point, trying to claim that space that they want. And now it's going to be a tough cookie here to crack for Yggdrasil, unless they can find an early pick here.
Yeah, who will be the player to get their teeth into the mix? Right now, Philippov is low, going to avoid going to map there again. Someone's Rhino, though, is really in the thick of it here, and actually we sent all the way back to the spawn. Honestly, the whole team coming down to collapse on the lone Genji. That Samurai not going to be striked unmarked again. Right now, so are on the back foot yet again. Need getting some great clear damage there. Everyone's so low, just falling to pieces as Need stands tall on this point here. It's looking like a really messy fight, a really messy start from you. So Luna will eventually get one pick, but it's quite meaningless. And this first fight win is still looking like Denmark are in the lead.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with being able to break that choke point and that hold from Yggdrasil, even with the early pick on from Ossi. And now you've got 40%, you're able to hold the space now with that Hazard ultimate as well. And there's no answer for it here yet for Yggdrasil. If Denmark recognizes this, they're going to be taking advantage of it, and he does recognize it. Need used that, but it's blocked by the Fortify and the Brick Shield. No value from it, apart from the cooldown sport, and this is a good chance here for Team Denmark to push up here now.
Oh no, Smarto. He's seen his counterpart on the Brig across, and he's not going to let him get away with that. He's actually not let the trade come through either, popping the rally as OC does his best. That orbit to rest, a big tool to lose this fight with, honestly. And now Denmark, they're still on the upper hand, holding this choke. They did invest that Hazard though, and Yggdrasil do now have 4 ults coming up on their own, but it could be final fight by the time they get to the point, assuming Yggdrasil can actually use that ult effectively enough to win this fight.
Yeah, and we do see that early orbital ray pop from Denmark, but Lunar finds Grimlock in the midst of this. They're up 1 now, as Fox is trying to find another picker onto Fever, but the orbital ray is keeping alive. Lemon Rhino finds Ossi, and the advantage is now still on Yggdrasil's side, as I'm just about to say, since Lunar finds Need, they're going to be flipping to the point here, trying to still find Fox here as Dirtmaster, and Fox put a chase on as a counter engagement, but the Rhino somehow finds Flip-Flop.
Oh my goodness, Dirtmaster! Fox will get one with his blade, but now it's only Luna and OC. The lone remaining forces of Yggdrasil try and hold down this last poke, and now it's all Luna all by themselves. They managed to do a lot with this fight, but it might be night-night for them. Philippov, though, with the overclock, will find one, but again, it's just 1-for-1 trades that are not how Yggdrasil are going to turn this fight around. They need to find something miraculous, and Fox is not even going to get a health pack. Looks like Team Denmark are going to take this 2-0, this first map here on Lijiang Towers. And I mean, that is the way you want to start it for Team Denmark. Of course, they have a whole country backing them, very official team here indeed. But Matthew, like, I think we saw a lot of different looks come out there, but generally a pretty consistent one was just like those one-on-one trade plays coming out over and over again, which sure, they can work out if you have the advantage, but every single fight, it felt like Team Denmark were just able to immediately put their foot on the gas and put the pressure on to Yggdrasil. So what do you see? What do you think you need to see from Yggdrasil to really shake things up and coming into our next map? What changes can they make?
To be honest, I would like to see Yggdrasil stack up a little bit more here and possibly look for fight engagement as a team, as they're going into these 1-for-1 trades, which the dive comp here from the side of Denmark. It does favor them a little bit, so it just seems to me like they're playing a little bit too much into the hands here of Denmark from the side of Yggdrasil, but I'm sure that they're more than capable enough to now recognize this and try to play it a little bit more as a group instead of, like I mentioned, going into these 1-for-1s. If you just deny those individual picks to stop happening, I think this is just a close series as it can get. Just fix a few things here now mid tournament or mid game, sorry, and we might see a banger, longer distance series here, as there's 5 maps to be played here at a maximum.
Yeah, that is hopefully what we're all going to be looking forward and experiencing. I think both these teams have it in them to really make this a nail biter. Of course, Luna was on the winning roster, I believe, of Super Competent for Season 1 of NEL. They didn't see too much playtime in the playoffs as Hitori was the starter, but they are still a terrifying force nonetheless. And yeah, I think, like you said, it's just that difference of cohesion. Right now, Dirt Master Nation need to rise up and give him his support. He needs to be the glue, the dirt, to bring his team together, to get mucky, to get down and get in the fight and take it to Denmark. I don't know why you're looking. I mean, like you said, right now, in these fair fights, in these one-on-ones, it's going the way of the side of Team Denmark. So I do think they need to listen to, to Dirt Master. They need to live up to that name. They need to start fighting Dirt. They need to really just hound down any of these mistakes, only these overstepping players from the side of Team Denmark. I'm not sure what the next map coming up is, but I think looking at the bracket, I'm trying to see what we have. Maybe I'm trying to find the page. But yeah, actually, it's quite a surprise to see so many familiar faces. It's really great to see everyone has signed up, Matthew. I mean, you might know some of these players more than me, as I think a lot of these are in, the more Nordic region. So who are you excited to see again on our stage here today?
Oh, I am a very, very fond of Ossi, as he is a very good tank player. Though on the off roll, it does seem a bit strange. But I am also a big fan of Lunar when it comes to that tank role. I think he's a very, very good player, very talented young man, as they say. I'm a very old guy myself, so I can say these things.
Like 21.
No, not important. But yeah, no, I love watching Lunar play, and then from the side of Denmark as well. I do think Grimlock has the potential to hit all these headshots and make some flashy plays. So I'm very excited to see these two perform here. And I do have to correct myself. Though the scoreboard says a best of 5, it is a best of 3 here for the first round. And this just puts a little bit extra pressure here onto Yggdrasil here to perform that extra step forward. As we see Yggdrasil here running out on that Mauga comp from Lunar, as the teams are flipped for a bit. We'll get that sorted right away so there's no confusion during the maps, as Natnifin is aggressively touching his keyboard.
Oh, for goodness sake, yeah. Well, I'm just hoping to inspire, Yggdrasil to really use their own a little better this fight. Hopefully, no more off-the-map incidents for them. But yeah, I mean, like you said, we will get those names flipped soon, but I think Team Denmark are really going to be hoping the situation does not get flipped here, as they are starting out on a comp I do not see many things swap onto. Dirt Master Mercy is, a treat for generations to come, but oh no, I think it's just to try and get Fox that initial pick here, which could be game winning, but no, it didn't go back over onto this pretty much mirror, except that DPS line. Echo Reaper versus that Genji Ashe from the side of Yggdrasil.
Yeah, and we are, we're looking at this Mauga. It's a good and good hazard, I feel. You've got a lot of pure damage, but you have to be careful about the vertical high ground here. The pressure need here on that hazard can be created very aggressively high ground. The audio is still a bit loud. And looking at the possible player, well, a lot of cooldowns here used from the side of Yggdrasil here, just to be able to engage, and doesn't get much out of it here. The tick is getting close to being capped, which is probably what they're looking for here, as Luna looks to engage onto Need here on the hazard, and Need is getting low here, having to block. He's gonna have no block left soon. And a slam from Luna, it's a big one, and TP comes in from Flip-Flop. Will they be able to create pressure? They're going to be able to cap a first tick here. Or are they, as Dirtmaster falls down?
The Quiet Blade in the Night has claimed Dirt Master there, which actually is a crucial pick, and he's going to keep finding them. We found 2 this fight, and looking to clean up the rest. It's 3rd, make it a 4th, go on, let's see it. No, Need is not going to let him get that glory, but actually, he might have claimed that. No, Master is going to just escape there, but yeah, I think in the time of Need, Lemon Rhino is there and ready, because like the entire of the Yggdrasil did have to drop off of Team Denmark's main silver, did have to drop off the high ground because Luna was just pressuring it so much into a Reaper Echo, which you don't want. So, the clock was ticking down for them, and Lemon Rhino did buy them some more time. Actually whittled down to only 2 minutes left on this first point attack. Has not just come out. Catches onto no one, I don't think. But OC is
You know,
OC's been completely isolated, and this could spell disaster, especially with Lemon Rhino now on the case, taking him out the fight. Luna gonna have to invest the cage, but down his Juno. He's going to have to take a lot of his team now to do the work, but I guess the cage is enough for Philippop. He is unleashing his own beast, and OC has also been inspired by Luna's sacrifice. And actually, they're now going to be able to start taking this first point here.
yeah, we do see slowly these teams changing around a high-quality production here, as they say. But an even more high-quality fight here from the side of Yggdrasil to get this first point now out of lockdown. But yeah, now the ultimate situation for Yggdrasil and Yggdrasil here apparently on the scoreboards. Yggdrasil and Denmark, they're both very similar. Though I would say Yggdrasil has the slight advantage here with that copy available on that hazard. You're going to be able to really bully the enemy tank out here, as well as the Death Blossom here available.
A lot of tools available for both teams, but it's going to be the aggression and the big Reaper ult there to take out one, and Grimlock will also fall. The big dominoes toppling down now from the side of Team Denmark. The Genji copy, I think, a little bit overzealous, a little bit of a maybe of a victory lap, but they can't be overconfident as they are going to start pushing halfway to this second point capture. But now, Team Denmark, they do have quite an advantage to come back into this next fight with, as they do have two big ultimates on the horizon.
Yeah, I am a bit concerned here. You've got that, you used that copy there last fight as well. Good value out of it, but now you have to really fight this without anything. You have to break through a tough choke point. You're going to have to do some great individual plays here. But we do see Luna going in very aggressively. This is something I like to see. No ultimates on the board, just go in aggressive. Dirtmaster is getting pressured by Need though. We don't see what's happening out to Lunar, but Lemon Rhino finds Fox in the meantime. Going to get a few more slashes in. Dirtmaster getting low. It's looking dire here for Yggdrasil here on this fight, as Team Denmark do seem to claim this with only having to use the blade. Very effective fighting here.
Yeah, Lemon Rhino has just been shining at the moment, really being a star for this Team Denmark at the moment. And he's going to have to keep doing it now. He's going to have a good hazard ult and Juno ult to play off this next fight. Yggdrasil, they are building up to 3 ults of their own, so a pretty even fight. It's going to come down to individual performances, and there is that hazard ult. It's going to catch onto Summon out on Grimlock to finish those kills. Need will play off that damage as well. Philip has found the trade. Now a one-man down our Team Denmark. The cage invests to try and turn things around though. Philip is going to equalize the numbers, taking out Smarto. Need will trade onto Luna. Philip is on a rampage at the moment, looking to make this for its 4th kill if needed. Dirtmaster will claim it for himself. But right now, this dastardly duo have managed to snatch that fight win right out of the... Oh, that is an emote of all time if I've ever seen one. But he will get away with his life to come in for this final fight on the second point.
Yeah. The Blossom, we've seen great value here from Flip-Flop during this earlier fight, but the Orbital Ray gets popped out early from both sides. The Death Blossom is dangerous here, and it does seem like it's going to end the fight here, as it gets great value, instantly shredding Need and Fever, and Smatto falls down just after. A good fight here, again from Yggdrasil. And now it's 2.5 minutes left on the clock to cap this last point, though Team Denmark do have something to say about the 2 ultimates on the board already.
Yeah, I think they will, as this third point can really be good and let Grimlock get these nice long angles to have it overclock. But right now, Team Denmark are getting the fight taken to them nice and early. Yggdrasil pushing the aggression, but Grimlock firing back now. There is another social on the field with that copy, but Nee's going to take out his partner in crime. Philippop down and out of the fight. Just mean Grimlock actually trying to look for something, a desperate trade. Also getting a shot on the numbers are equalizing. Big slam coming in from Luna, and Fox can manage to build an overclock in the copy. It will run out just in time. The rally looking to stabilize things and just buy some time. Lemon Rhino does have his blade in his back pocket, but right now it's Luna getting caught with a great wall from the side of Need, but it will get broken. His team coming in the time of need. Hazard ult catching onto OC and the blade. Just, I mean, that's just a bit overkill to be honest, but Lemon Rhino, he's just cleaning up.
Yeah, I would say there's no such thing as overkilling, but overusing ultimates is definitely a thing. And I do think Team Denmark slightly fell into this trap here, using 4 ultimates in that last span of a minute. And now Yggdrasil is going to be popping up with an Orbital Ray, a rally soon, a cage soon. It's a dangerous thing to play into. no answer really from the side of Team Denmark, as Luna is trying to find some early pressure, taking a lot of damage with that charge. But now the tank engagement starts, he's going to be able to keep himself alive. And surely Yggdrasil is trying to soon go in here with this rally, or are they waiting for this orbital ray?
It's going to be the first rally coming out from Dirtmaster. Smarto very far behind, only Fever with the support of the side of Team Denmark. Invested, Pull-Up has already found a kill. Now it's all going to be, can this team utilize this orbital ray? He will, he find the gap onto OC with that nice torpedo usage, but he is now giving his life for Pull-Up again and again. The god of death for the side of Yggdrasil, just going to keep striking Team Denmark down. And Luna, I'm not sure how they get caught out there. I think, Fever, sorry, did trade out Odyssey, so it's now make this a rather scuffed last fight for Yggdrasil to re-engage into.
Yeah, you've got low on time, but you've got plenty of ultimates to use here. Just try to get the touch here, and then it's, you hit that cage orbital ray, and it's a sure fight win. And they do get the touch here. The orbital ray gets used into the cage. As we said, then Flip-Flopper drops down and gets 3 with the Blossom. And that seems to be the end here for Denmark, unless Fever gets a magic touch here, but doesn't look like that's going to be happening. With a nice hold there. You do get it down to 0 seconds here. The time bank expires. But for the side of Yggdrasil, you do get to claim that 3rd point, which is very nice.
Dirtmaster. Dirtmaster is yeah, Dirtmaster is maybe it could be cope in some eyes, but of course not in the loyal Dirtmaster nation. Clearly Blizzard are trying to suppress his inner demons from, you know, entering the server properly. But yeah, I mean, a pretty good performance coming out there from Yggdrasil. They do get that 3rd point cap. Right now, Philip on the Reaper looking damn good, just clearing out those areas pristinely over and over again. Got some work lined up as a janitor after this game, I'm sure. But again, will Team Denmark make will they be able to make their own attack as good as Yggdrasil's? It's quite a performance to match, but they look to be sticking to their guns, sticking to this Hazard and this Genji, and those were some good pieces, but they're going to have a scary looking traditional Malga comp to walk on into.
As face another question. But yeah, everyone saw that invite as well. It wasn't just the producers here. Everyone in the lobby got it. And yeah, now we are starting out on the Malga comp, as you said. Team Denmark are kind of flaming it, you know. I can understand why. It's been hard meta for so long now. But it does seem like, just like Dirtmaster is pulling Yggdrasil to go down and dirty here on Team Denmark with this Malga comp. And we'll see how it pays out.
Some mental warfare going on, but there is some just straight up physical warfare. The lead is struggling under. He's buckling under pressure, but will actually get away. And then yet again, it's Lemon Rhino. He'll take that space and that pressure that he is able to just absorb over and over again. Both these DPS are doing that and utilizing it wonderfully. Fox will find Smarto, but that's not really the key piece to take down. And Grimlock will take out their own Brig. Luna falling should definitely spell the end of this 1st point defense for Yggdrasil. I mean, it is kind of crazy to me that the Malga is just getting out-sustained by Me. He's able to live and run away and not really be a reliable source for Luna to just live off over and over again. It's buying just enough time for Lemon Rhino to come through yet again.
Yeah, and while all of this is happening, you can see the ult charge rate again from Yggdrasil is getting very high. Fox almost has his copy already. But lead force down. Don't break.
I think that was
down.
A pretty crucial pick, actually. Lemon Rhino, he's come up big before, but not here again. You can see that Yggdrasil just got collapsed onto that Hazard from multiple angles. A Dirtmaster will actually really punish that late stagger, actually. But yes, Yggdrasil will punish Need here. And overstepping, they're going to keep buying some more time that Team Denmark are going to be wishing they have, as Yggdrasil do have a rather nasty looking ult situation to come into, and there's a short gauge on the higher ground, and I mean the entire gang is had to clear out Philip. They know how much damage he can do. Right now, both teams are just posturing and waiting for the first move to be made. There it is. The Hasbro going to deny the charge away. Now Luna is all on his lonesome. Here's a cage now keep him company, and Smarto is stuck in with it, forced to hang out. The Lemon Rhino is making things interesting. 2-for-2 trades, both teams equal, but 2 tanks on the field for Yggdrasil with that copy. And Luna is going to be happy to bank that variation of 6v6 again, but Grimlock looking to make it all him all day, taking out Fox now out of that copy. Sight set now on fella pop shots going wide, and Denmark will now get to re-fight on this corner. They do kite away at the end there, but quite a lot of investments being made.
Yeah, Grimlock does lock in there for a few pricks and extra pressure, but we do see an instant engagement from Dirtmaster. Very aggressive here, as the entire team Denmark seems to be in the backline, barring Smato, who's been caught out here by Yggdrasil's early push. Possible surprise factor there. Fox gets picked up by Grimlock though, and it's looking like a 4v3 here now on main, as Lunar is getting low though. Maybe getting picked off here, and he does.
Yeah, I mean, Team Denmark have just infiltrated into Yggdrasil. Their entire space was just invaded in those parasites. They sapped away at Denmark, at Yggdrasil's strength until they fell. And now the second point capture is just a few moments away.
Yeah, and we're now looking at this orbital ray from Ossi as well into play. Compared to Fevers and Smato's rally here, it's gonna be rough here for Yggdrasil.
Oh.
And just as I say that, Need has apparently disappeared off the face of the earth. Maybe the world tree of Yggdrasil had something to do with that, to remove him from the world, as we head into a pause screen with quite a handsome ginger-beard man in catnip. But yeah, what are your thoughts here going into the break? Do you think they're gonna be able to retake this now that Need is gone?
Well, quite honestly, my thoughts are of rage and despair, but I'm hoping that's not going to be the same for this side of Team Denmark, being down their spearheaders. Yeah, I think even depending on the setup, I think that will either reset Need's ult charge. I'm not sure how that was, but regardless, it's going to send him back to the spawn. So I think, honestly, there's a pretty high chance we might just see Team Denmark forfeit this, wave that white flag of surrender, and look, turn it to a red one with the blood of Yggdrasil later down the line, because I think taking your 4v5, maybe they will, because maybe they're thinking they can force some pressures, they can force ults, and I mean, Team Yggdrasil do have quite a lot of that, to say the least, but yeah, it's going to be difficult, I think, to really get a clean engagement back into this setup.
Yeah, and I did have to take my tie off there, as the series is so tight and breathtaking that I had to, you know, really relieve myself of all this pressure. But but yeah, no, I do think that this definitely benefits Yggdrasil a little bit more than it probably should, since you're now going into the rally orbital ray retake without a tank on the other side. And yeah, I don't know, I feel a bit bad here for the side of Team Denmark.
Yeah, that is kind of rough. And I do think, you know, I think maybe Need is kind of also our champion. I'm pretty happy to see not Amalgamate for once. And honestly, it's not to say like Hazard is not good, because Hazard has been played in quite a variety of situations, and especially doing a really great job here. Just diving, dashing around, a lot of burst damage, a lot of pressure across the board. But yeah, you lack that now. You lack that second point. So I think that Yggdrasil are looking to really contest with this point. They've really woken up the King's Row. They've been reminded at the crown and into this journey, and looking to not let it get pushed away from them by Team Denmark here. So we'll have to see, can they re-amount this offense, and can they keep going, you know, despite, you know, the technical issues that we are apologizing for, and hopefully should be getting sorted out quickly. Not sure what the reason for the disconnect is. We're hoping that Need did not actually leave and join the other Faceit custom game. Okay, Need is back, so we are just waiting for the pause timer to re-emerge. That does give us about 3 minutes or so to get back into the game, but it does also give us 3 minutes to yap about some of these players. And I think, if I'm not correct, they are still sticking with the Reaper Echo into this Sojourn. And I think this is a question I have for you, Matthew, is what is the current situation with Sojourn? Because she got those quite heavy buffs, and then she got some recent adjustments, but not adjustments to like revert the buffs or anything, just to kind of shift her power away from her like rapid fire. The rail still feels incredibly strong. So this dichotomy, this matchup between the Reaper and the Sojourner is definitely, I think, really shaping the face of this battle. But what are your observations on it so far?
Well, yeah, Sojourn for me is just a bit of a boring character, so I had to yawn there when you even started talking about it. But no, but in all honesty, as much as I'm not that big of a fan of Sojourn, I think she makes it a little the game go a little bit slower than I would personally like. I do think that it kind of disallows the Mauga play here that we've been seeing, since it's such a big hitbox. You're charging your rails more than Widow headshots at times. Like, you're able to get more shots on Sojourn actively than Widow if you have these big tanks in front of you, like these Orissas, Maugas, possibly even Hazards. We haven't really seen that interaction all too much yet. A little bit in Korea, but it seems like the same thing applies here to Hazard as it does to Mauga, where you just keep charging these rails so quickly. You're dealing like crazy DPS, you're getting your overclock around every other fight. It's quite a fun thing to look at, but personally in playing it doesn't feel that fun, for at least from the tank perspective, because it kind of disallows certain play styles more than I would like. But you know, it's a fun thing to watch here. A lot of railgun clip shots and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Every moment that Yggdrasil give Team Denmark is a moment that Grimlock could, land that big crucial headshot. But look to see, can he do that? Because, like I said, they are still down their tank most likely. And let's see as we hop right back into the action here. And yeah, Grimlock is down the tank lead, back in spawn. Actually, yeah, he's going to go back onto Hazard, but Team Denmark are going to give up the fight. But Grimlock, the headshot stomp, it's going to really put his life on the line, but he is going to get yoinked back to safety there with the help of his support. So now, the ult situation though, I mean, I guess it's pretty even across the board. I think that Cage can reach up the lockdown, but Philipov is on a nice, juicy flank here with a remote area cleared, and so is the entire enemy team wiped out as the streets of King's Row run red. Need will find a trade, and that Orbital team quite nicely alive, but the Cage will have something to say with it. As for the Orbital Ray that was invested quite late as well, an expensive fight when I'm a little bit concerned, honestly, with that ult rotation there. Is I guess Team Denmark did invest a fair bit themselves, but they did really, they really put the heat on there, and you just still had to fire back with some two pretty important ultimates.
Yeah, and Flip-Flop just there did to the enemy team what the inhabitants of King's Row have been wanting for decades here, and it's getting rid of the entire enemy team, that being not this time the Omnix. But yeah, we're seeing this overclock being popped now from Grimlock. Just being able to be kited out here. Flip-Flop on a bit of a bad angle though, and gets caught. And now it's a 5v4 with a dangerous angle from Grimlock if he decides to take it, but no. Lunar just goes in with the help of Fox here. Blade gets popped, but it's not gonna amount to much.
That was a fast Blade, but yeah. Just a nice cosmetic change there, to be honest. Just bits of looking Echo skin for a while, and I mean, I hope Team Denmark were definitely probably getting sick of this second point. They did lose quite a fair bit of time, but now they have this third point all to themselves, and with a nearly 3-minute time bank to do as they please. And also two big ultimates of their own, nearly a third with Smarto's rally just around the corner.
Yeah, now these ultimates now, we finally got the Hazard back at the Fox finds the Lemon Rhino with a nice sticky there. Did it look like Lunar maybe ignited Lemon Rhino here just before they died as well. And now they're being pushed back, and this space, this corner, as we've seen so many times from NEL as well, it's incredibly difficult to break if it's held properly, like we saw with Everfrog and a bunch of other teams like Super Confident, Good Guys, all this. We saw this corner being dangerous, difficult to get past. Now it's up to the Team Denmark to just break through this, and the map is takeable as we see. Another early Hazard ult, and Dirtmaster gets caught by the effectiveness of all his shield up to block the Hazard ult, and he gets shot down in the meanwhile.
Yeah, Dirtmaster looking to the heavens, and that's where he was sent pretty damn fast. And I mean, they do invest that Hazard ult, but it's only one ult, and the entire rest of the team are building up rapidly to themselves. But Yggdrasil, they will have something to say about it. They're back from the spawn, so can they get this early engagement, or will they be subject to this, the really strength of these high grounds that Team Denmark can just run down from? The first rally is thrown out from Dirtmaster, good sustain coming in. Luna has found their way into this weak underbelly, but actually it's the tank of the team that's going to crumble down instead. Now it's all on the support center around, but no, Smarto just going to use that rally to get his team out. Yggdrasil do invest two ultimates there of their own, and I mean, it's a 2-for-2 trade, and they play that pretty damn well.
Yeah, Yggdrasil definitely recognized there that they needed to get rid of Need here for this fight and the corner to be retaken. Certainly can have another fight before the card. Grimlock pops this early overclock once again, just kited out by Team Denmark.
Run away. But he has found a nice new viewing spot that does see that ever important backline. They have managed to kite away their orbital ray. He's aware of Philip, but not in time. He saw him looking, but now he has to look in his nightmares instead. That's the only place they'll be seeing Philip coming from, because he comes in with the huge reaper on the time of need, and it's 20 seconds left, Matthew. I mean, Team Denmark have to be sweating, and so they're at the spawn doors.
Yeah, that. Oh, we see the Flip-Flop goes with the Wraith into the cage, and the cage is nice. It's good, and it's going to be keeping Team Denmark here on lockdown. Lemon Rhino falls. Grimlock desperately trying to get there. I think I see the Hazard trying to touch Cartier, and he's backcapping it, but he won't have his ultimate in time here unless he does a miracle. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it. As Team Denmark, well, they seem to be going down here as Yggdrasil now tie up the series, according to the scoreboards.
I mean, yeah, Philip on the Reaper. I mean, you can't spell Philip without proper, I think, not even close, actually, now I look at the name. But, I mean, with a performance like that, he is really making that Reaper pick work with the Malga. I mean, we've had this discussion ourselves, talking about the meta and talking about what makes these Juno Mal comps work, and it's just how damn good this Reaper is. And when you have a player making the plays like that, making the executions that Philip was onto Team Denmark, you can see why they really want to keep sticking with those two damn fiery guns. And of course, the thousands of guns that Reaper just throws out and around. But that does now take us to our match point here for the, I believe, the lower bracket? Round one, our first match here. We have, I think, 3 or 4 more for you, but this first one is already really giving us some good damn clips. If anyone trying to make a highlight reel, I mean, Philip is basically making a Reaper highlight reel for himself. If anyone's gonna watch that, because well, it's Reaper after all. But regardless, this is the kind of series we are hoping out of our quick X Nel Face It Overdrive Cup here. So it's great to see Matthew, but I mean, I think this third map is looking. They're still finalizing the lineup here for both teams, and I've just realized that Yggdrasil have 1666 per nav as their coach. They have one of my old teammates from OWCS Stage 2 coaching them, which is not a name I expected to see, but of course, why not? He seems to be following me around, but let's just hope that either Yggdrasil or Quick Esports are really looking to shake loose their losses. Both of them now have dropped a map, and both of them looking to close this final one out and go and advance deeper into our series here. Yeah.
Now this is the match point as well, unlike what I thought earlier. It is a BO3, so we'll be seeing here who will proceed now. As it does also seem like the face it bracket is also a bit messy, so we'll have to see how that all goes, how the story goes. But yeah, I do think that the team that goes on here gets a massive advantage here going into the lower brackets, since you won't have to be playing as many games. And do you know what else is massive? The low taper fade. But that's not important. We should be heading into the game really soon, so I can stop making these horrible references that nobody really likes anyway. But
I mean, I know you enjoy the games, Matthew, but like you are having withdrawals of not seeing NEL, which hopefully that will be cleared up pretty soon. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Because there is a pretty exciting announcement around the corner, I think on the Sunday, so keep your eyes peeled on the NEL socials for that and follow them if you want to keep up to date with more exciting matches like this. I believe, if I'm not incorrect, there's another match happening simultaneously, which would have been the Team Quick, is it Norway? No, which team, which is the Quick roster called? Quick Norway. It is Quick Norway.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure if the match is ongoing. As Face It is messing us around a little bit on the bracket, but that is a pretty scary team. So I think you're going to need as much confidence as you can coming in whenever you want to face them, and a win here is going to be crucial in doing that. You have to prove you can punch, not only up and face those kind of bigger teams, but also are not going to mess up and make these mistakes against team around, your estimated skill level. So it is important team mental wise, and obviously, to advance deeper into the tournament. I think right now, do you expect to see this hazard continue to being played? I'm not sure what our third map is going to be here. But I think it's looked pretty good. I think it's not been, causing too many issues. I think it's been causing a lot of issues for Team Denmark. But the Malga has been a pretty decent answer into it, unfortunately, for all those Hazard fans out there. And it is still quite a rocky matchup to play into. How do you, as a Malga, face into that devastating, unmovable object, that unstoppable force that is that Malga? How do you play around, such a dangerous situation?
I mean, if you want to play against the Maugocom, then the number one advice I would give is to just find verticality. As it is the same thing with Reinhardt. It's difficult to get up to high grounds without the help of your team. It usually exposes you to quite dangerous conditions. So using verticality and open areas is what I would recommend. Even if your comp doesn't favor you standing in open areas, most likely the Maugo comp is going to suffer even more from that, from playing into open corners and having to walk through cross points and chokeholds. You don't need to match the playstyle of the Maugo comp too much. Don't get up close unless it's necessary, and just keep your distance. Keep a slight line. If you've ever used one of those triangular things in school for mathematics, you want to not be at the touch point with the Maugo. You always want to be at one of the corners. And whenever the Maugo gets to the corner, you head to the other corner and keep a slight distance between you and yourself, so it doesn't get that value you want from the cardiac and disposable stomps.
Yeah. I think I have to contact our producer to make sure your name is corrected here, because you're clearly mentally boomed in the flesh, talking and bringing up all the triangles in the world. But yeah, I mean, it's looking to be an interesting final map. Still waiting to find out what it is, but I mean, given the history we have on NEL, it's most likely going to be Runesapi, which I think is a fairly interesting map overall. I think it's really where we get to see the most motion, the most movement of the cart. It goes back and forth quite a lot. Thank you very much, Westy, for changing the name card. Appreciate that very much.
I would also appreciate if you changed Natnif's name to his very common nickname, Catnip.
No, I'm sorry. I think
the British community has been overjoyed.
So we do apologize to our audience for Matthew's mic cutting out, because no one heard him speak or say anything of the sort. We're completely professional here, of course, and would never do that. Westy, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, hopefully neither of these teams will, fumble and fool around as much. I think this is a serious final match coming up shortly. We're still waiting on any kind of confirmation for what it's gonna be. But I think, like you said, there's not much verticality on a lot of these push maps. There is, but not on Runesapi, to be fairly honest. So maybe we'll see a deviation going away from that. Something, maybe it's just a personal bias, but it is a little bit disappointing that we saw that Lucio Kiriko come out on that first point on Lijiang on Lizan Towers. But it does really seem to be falling to the wayside against this Juno Brig. And I wonder, is that just a comfort thing? I think I mostly know, a lot of these players for their Brig, their Brigitte and their Juno. But I do wonder, is the push the map we will see the Kyrie Lucio come out from, as the Soup Cup and pretty much everything I've seen with Hazard when it comes to push has had a Kiriko Lucio with it? Or will we stick with this, tried and true Juno Brigitte backline? They still feel...
It does seem like Team Denmark hasn't connected, so map 3 goes to Yggdrasil. Doesn't seem like we got a connection in time, so it is 2-1 to Yggdrasil against Team Denmark. I don't know what happened. There's a need in not being able to get something going.
I'm assuming it's just the Faceit has just gone through, but we should still be having, I think, a map for you all. So don't run off and go get your snacks just yet. We should still have a map around the corner. I think we're just waiting on one of the players to connect. I'm not sure who, but hopefully we will get that sorted all for you nice and quickly.
I have to ask you, Nat, if it's your choice of snacks, possibly catnip.
You know what's funny? Wait a second. You know what's...
While we wait for Nat to come back,
I do-
I will. Oh, he's already.
I do,
He
I
does-
do
he does
actually just
some
have. I just have. I'm not gonna
What?
start snacking on this, at least not on camera.
Mhm.
But I do have a cat that will absolutely attempt to mug me if she sees me holding onto this. So I will just store that safely away. But I do have some catnip here. But Mr. Matthew, with your intense analysis, what would you say is the best snack for these intense official matches? I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like you could probably have cooked and eaten a full course meal with some of your matches in official, such as the Shambali incident. But
Okay.
what do you tend to go for with your culinary choices in these kind of situations?
I stick to 3 finished things. I either have a box of Munton, I'll have a bag of salmiakki, or then I will eat some of my favorite French fries with soya sauce during game days. But that's not something finished, that's just me being weird. But it is a very good combination that I do recommend trying out if you haven't.
I mean, maybe we can bring that up if we get to interview one of the winning teams. They get, a secret sauce, secret snack, a secret dish straight from the Machu cookbook.
Yeah,
We
I
are-
recommend putting some soy sauce and some chili powder in a bowl after you've cooked your French fries, and then you toss them around so you get all that flavor on everything in the bowl. It's a very nice combination.
I mean, yeah.
Don't use too much
don't-
because then it will drown. It will
Will
drown.
drown? Oh, the
Yes,
chips
the
will
fr-
drown.
the French
They can
fries will
do that?
drown. Yes. Well, they will become soggy,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so they
we
will
don't.
drown.
That would be, a true tragedy, almost as tragic as this stalling from Face It. We should surely get one of the Team Denmark players in. Who do we think it is? We're hearing that we have to reset the lobby for, I think, a 4th time with this thing. We do apologize for technical difficulties. Everyone is doing their best to get you all that exciting gameplay straight into your brain, and I think it's definitely been an interesting one. Obviously, this is the off season for OWCS. We're seeing a lot of teams being rebuilt, a lot of teams being made and changed. And I think this is kind of one of the places to really get your name out there. And it's definitely a nice accomplishment to show your show your skills live on broadcast. Show you can perform under the pressure. And I think Team Denmark have definitely been doing that themselves. I think Philip, how do you say his name? Philip Plop. Flip flop.
Flip flop.
The
Flip flop.
flip flop.
Like the shoe.
Flip flop.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the shoe.
Yeah,
He has
like
been.
the wallpaper fade.
How is that in any capacity like that?
I don't
Okay,
know.
I
I'm just
to
getting
be-
bored of
well,
waiting. I can't lie.
To be fair, he was acting a bit like a ninja with a lot of those Reaper ults, so maybe I can see where you get the comparison from. And I think, considering how he did fall off the map like 3 times in the Lijiang, I think it's definitely been quite a redemption arc he's looking to close out on. I think right now, if they do get this win, Philip is looking to be my player of the match. I think Luna, I do kind of wish we got to see them mirror Hazard. I think that'd be interesting to see, just see that dynamic and see a little bit more of a more dynamic skill expression than on the Malga, which I'm sure you will explain there is more nuance to that kind of matchup. But to the viewing and to a lot of the time, it just felt like, oh, Malga slam in, land on someone's forehead, they die, Lamau, I live forever. But we can already see, I mean, they are, they do lose some fights. There was a struggle. There was still, basically a 3rd point capture, or almost a 3rd point capture from one of those teams. That it is still a skill-based matchup, but maybe we'll see some differences. I think we like to see a bit of Queen on Perch. I think we've seen a lot of Queen from the Soup Cup, but I think it is just going to be in those players' hands on how they can wrestle this into a win or a loss. It's all going to be on them. They'll be feeling the heat, and I mean the break, I'm sure, is doing nothing to calm their nerves, and we know it is still quite an intense situation for them. But we might have to. Okay,
Oh, we're finally
lobby is
starting soon.
starting. Let's go. Do apologize for the wait, but you know, everyone did stick around. Now has.
Oh.
Oh, it's just we just get, you know, we get a roller coaster of news here. Lobby has started, but there's a 5-minute pause, so we are now waiting 4 minutes for the pause to get underway. But that does give us, you know, a time now. It's 4 minutes away, guys. Don't worry. It's not going to be just an infinitely long wait forever. 5 minutes, okay. I can't lie. Just bring up morale a little bit. Yeah, we have to wait the countdown timer. But I guess now we should be able to see what map it is, hopefully, at least, because that gives us a nice topic to discuss. And it's freaking Runa Sapi. It's the one I already preemptively discussed. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I yap it, you know, at the worst possible time? But I mean, on NEL, I think the historical, the classic, the icon for this map has been these Queen mirrors. It's been Jesper Swag and Hitori on the Queen and Adventure, the Batman and Robin swagging out on the lobby, and they are actually going to be playing later on as well. A real exciting roster from Quick Noi, a lot more familiar faces. Unless you know, I mean, if you're quite deep in the scene, you obviously might know some of the players playing today, and I hope that you get to know them more with this, you know, the exciting gameplay they can provide. But I don't think either of these teams are going to play that venture, especially. I played into Team Denmark quite a few times in comp. They'd like to 5-stack that quite a lot. I seem to run into them every other week, it feels like, and they don't really play that style. They do stick a lot more with the Genjis, with the, you know, with the Ashe picks. So I think those are the picks they'll choose to thrive on, but they also might be the picks that they will die on. As right now, they are not changing anything up. Well, at least they didn't for King's Row. So if you had to predict, if you do imagine they will change things up, what are you expecting to see from this Runa Sapi pick? Maybe even just playstyle wise, it doesn't have to be in terms of just the picks. What do you think? What is it, you know, that now the momentum is going the way of Yggdrasil? What can Team Denmark do to change the story up?
I do think you might want to experiment with the DPS lineup a little bit more once you run into that issue of, you know, they're running the Mauga on the other side. You've got the Sojourn, it's a good answer, but I don't know, would you rather have something like a Reaper with that Sojourn as well, a possible May. Those walls can be deadly if you use them correctly, and having 2 different buildable objects on cooldowns, if you rotate them well, it's something we haven't seen yet, but I believe that's something that can be utilized very good and very effectively if you know your team's tempo when you talk with each other. Imagine getting walled off at one end and then the other end gets walled off right after. That's a bit painful, I have to say. But
yeah, you get packaged and just shipped straight back to the spawn room like that. I mean, a lot of times you really impress me, you know, really being a prophet of these new and upcoming metas. A lot of the times, you know, you have predictors and stuff. So maybe we will see them. Maybe we'll see them shake it up here, or one of the other teams bring out that, you know, interesting combination. We've gone to a dance break here, Asmachi. Come on, you got some.
No, I am not.
We've come from a cooking show to a dance show. But hopefully we should be going back to an Overwatch tournament show in just under, I think, 2 or so minutes. Hopefully. It's just, we can feel, you know, the aura of all the players, or as the Dirt Master Nation will have you believe, just Dirt Master himself entirely. This entire time, I've been trying to remember what the name of the Dirt Master fan nation was called. Wasn't it I don't know if I can say that on the stream, but there was a certain message in the chat from last time that focused around the second half of Dirt Master's name. I don't remember it exactly. Maybe it's best I don't
remember it either. My memory is getting a bit wonky now with my older age.
You are 21 years old.
I am ancient for the Overwatch people. I've been called a grandpa already. I've been called Unk. People said I look like a fun uncle, bro. I'm quite up there, as they say. I should be in a home already. But yeah, enough of my oldness talk. What do you think about the Fortnite Skibidi Toilet collab?
I'm gonna sit here in silence for the next 15 seconds until the game starts, and then I will start
Okay, well,
talking again because I'm not responding to the fucking. Oh,
No, I am quite a big fan of
my
this as the
goodness.
head does move when it's on your backpack, and I've seen
Face
some very
it,
creative
face it,
combinations.
you
I
can
mean,
hear me.
Godzilla with a
Don't have
skibidi
any more
toilet
delays,
backpack.
please. Please. No, I just got told it got delayed for 20 seconds. No, please. He's talking about Fortnite skins. Oh my
It
goodness.
is quite an entertaining thing seeing Indiana Jones carrying skibidi toilet on his bag. But that's enough of that, as we're going into the game now within 5 seconds.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
we finally see the transition.
Yes. And
And
I
we're
see
starting
Kramer
with
in the
speed,
chat again.
speed,
Never.
speed.
Oh, new players for Team Denmark. Fever,
Oh.
Dragdrum, and Vanina. I'm not.
Oh my god, I just said that.
Wait,
That
wait, what?
pronunciation is crazy.
How do you say it? How do you say it? Save me, save me,
It's
save me.
a Dagdrum.
Dragdrum.
Something like that, yeah. But yeah, I'm very familiar with
the
Vanina.
Genji. The
Vanina is a-
the red Genji. Actually, I also trialed with Smarto on tank in stage 2, so I know this is not his main role, but he does play this. But he is playing the Orisa now, so I guess this is what we were kind of asking for adaptation-wise from Team Denmark, but not really in the way we thought it would happen, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's an interesting swap, as you say. And now the matchup does change a little bit. You definitely, as Team Denmark, you want to keep this offense based, like I mentioned, and keep your range. But it doesn't look like they're going to do that, as Luna gets an early stomp on with really low resources here now from the side of Team Denmark. They're going to be put in a pickle, but Luna is forced to retreat as well. We'll see if Fox is able to get a good off angle here. Is Dagdrum going to be the one that's going to be taking the flank? I feel like Yggdrasil is the one being forced out here.
They just, like, they had that big power spike and now they are just on the back foot for two, and they trip them up on this engage. Sparta has got a little big stomp as well, won't force the goal. Now the pressure can go, but cooldown's just being traded back and forth, but there's the first pick. The one to find it is near a rail shot from Grimlock, but both teams are still in top. They can really turn this one around, but with Dagdrum taking out Luna, the tank trade has come through, but Fox not going to be able to wizard away another win here. Fox eventually taken out by the Genji, and the first fight goes the way of Team Denmark.
Yeah, the wars are... our break lasted for longer than the first or the second map. We are now finally in here, and it does not seem like it's impacted Grimlock at all, as Grimlock is finding these picks where it's necessary. And I do feel like this changing into Dagdrum has really helped them create some pressure. It was taking some very dangerous and aggressive off angles there during that last fight, making Yggdrasil's push meaningless there. And now Team Denmark's ultimate economy is looking very good. They're gonna have an early orbital blade. If they're tracking Ossi's orbital correctly, they want to go in here fast.
That realization is taken down. Dirtmaster's been found, and I mean, more than found. He's been damn wiped off the face of the earth. And now the man advantage for Team Denmark is going to spiral as Dagdrum will take out Fox as well. I mean, the orbital array didn't even need to be invested there, but it is going to guarantee them this checkpoint here. And I mean, this is classic Runa Starfleet. One team gets an early lead, and it's now going to be, you know, now it's quite a journey Victor still to make to retake that lead. They did lose a player. Now the orbital has been reinvested. Philip not able to use it too well, but I think Luna has now sent Smarto and Co. You're running back since neutral fight.
This ends now.
Denmark's soldier play here. Looking to find a few picks here. Ossi is dangerous Logan. Up in the air as Banina finds Ossi, but it's Luna trying to get the 3 trades here going. Doesn't seem like it's possible though. So the Orisa company is online. We're getting close to a Terra Surge, but just gets taken out before. As a stomp goes onto Grimlock, but Grimlock lives. The feel is great, but everyone is so low and flip-flop again with that Death Blossom. Finds another 2. It's massive. And it finishes the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I was half expecting you to make another low taper fade there joke, but Philip did a lot more than give Team Denmark a haircut with that Death Blossom. He's now looking to keep up this aggression. They're closing in on matching this checkpoint here, matching this close spawn. But actually is going to get forced out pretty early, so I have to take the time to reset. If he can get out, but Grimlock is not letting him slip away for free, and now the blade in has on a pressure margin for Grimlock. He's capitalizing perfectly off of that bleed action, just smiting down Yggdrasil here. I mean, Flip-Flop has been inspired by this skill. He's going to match the soldier on pretty damn fast.
Yeah, Grimlock looking this fight now very effectively so far. You're looking at a lead here now, possibly again. They've already got the lead, but they're looking to lead it even further. As Lunar goes for an early engagement, rotation onto the card, and Team Denmark respectively takes their distance, showing good how you can play into this Mauga. But the distance is being slowly closed down by good angles here from Team Yggdrasil. Ooh, and a pick on Dagram.
It's a moment too late. The orbital ray is in play. They're now down on man advantage, and the bot is getting taken away from them. It's getting stolen from them. Now it's one player down for both teams, but now there's a second tank on the field for Yggdrasil. Spear just goes wide. An attempted kidnapping there from Fox. He's found Dirtmaster all by his lonesome. No, Dirtmaster. I don't think he wins this one, Dirtmaster Nation. He's trying his best. The whiff is coming out with the stickies. There's no way he wins that. No, that is going to be the connection he finally needs. Now, man advantage, Luna looking to keep himself alive. Grimlock says no. Grimlock says I have another damn overclock, and you are all going to feel the shots. He's only claimed one, but he's claimed a whole lot of space with that deck.
Yeah, and Grimlock, just like mentioned here prior in the analysis here, he's charging these overclocks very quickly with the help of that huge hitbox from Lunar. And they're becoming upgraded. There's been 2 or 3 here already in play. And now Team Denmark's ultimate is looking good even without that overclock available to them.
Ult rotation is going to be that orbital ray, but Philip is going to say damn the ult rotation. He'll find pick himself just with a wall rail onto Dagdrum, who swap over onto Tracer for a little bit more of that sustained backline, nuisance and pressure the fly to try and get them all down. The Philip is going to also take out the main danger threat there. Grimlock pressured back. Smarto also looking to try and hold this corner. Only in the meantime, but now the orbital ray is now way more difficult. He has the orbital when he feels like if he can turn it around, the opponent's already found another pick. Dagdrum now looking to capitalize off this big Orisa ult base. 1 HP, barely gets away with his life. Smarto not so lucky. Dagdrum is holding it down. He has the pulse bomb. Luna's going to get a second melee kill, and I think that's going to be the lead match here from Yggdrasil.
Yeah, the ultimates are piling up for Team Denmark though, but the lead might be piling up here now for Yggdrasil, as the rally and copy is there to challenge that retake. And they are going in early, already been committed by Smato. Now it's a dangerous position for the side of Team Denmark. Oh, Dagram tries to find a pulse though, but forced out of recall. Dirtmaster falls to Smato here though. It takes a dirt nap as Dagram is doing that copy Tracer, winning and then picking up Fox even later with the help of Grimlock. And the ultimates are committed from the side of Team Denmark. It's a worthy fight to take. Aussie fights Buddy now, it's still an open fight.
If Yggdrasil choose to play this slow, if they can whittle down the forces with their superior sustain, they can maybe win, but Grimlock's going to take out Flip-Flop. The rally invested from Dirtmaster, he thinks it's winnable, and I mean, if it's Dirtmaster, it always is, and Fox is also in on that dream as well, finding one, finding two. Luna taking out Grimlock. So now, I mean, Team Denmark kept that lead by only 0.30 of a meter, and now that's surely going to go in a blink of an eye and give Yggdrasil the advantage, the win condition secured for this fight. Now Team Denmark are going to have to be the aggressor. You have to be the Wanderers, taking it all the way back to that checkpoint and to beat this lead.
Yeah, that cage is coming online very... it's already online, sorry. And I'm expecting Lunar to be popping it here to try to extend his lead. Though I'm wrong, Grimlock is using that overclock first, trying to hunt down Flip-Flop, but everyone just gets out this... I feel like these overclocks are being popped too early. No one seems to be found with them, but I say that and Fox goes down to Dagdrum, and the cage is popped by Lunar to try to keep himself alive, isolate a few people. Aussie is dangerously low though. Grimlock finds the pick, and it's looking like the fight is going in the direction of Team Denmark. Still open in the air though, as Grimlock is getting low.
I mean, talking about the air, the danger from it, from the Echo, did look to find one, but no, it's going to be that grounded, stable, immovable horse to take back the fight. There's one advantage there from Team Denmark coming into play, and I mean, you're just so invested that their cage, they do have an orbital coming up on the corner. They are noticeably ahead of Manina in doing so, so just, Team Denmark do have to really respect this and maybe look to just hold this secondary corner for the time.
Yeah, the Terra Surge is available for Denmark with the copy coming online for Yggdrasil as well as the Orbital Ray. And this early pick from Fox onto Dagdrum puts him on a Dagdrum, takes a nap And Fox finds another pick with that copy, Brigitte pick, a whip shot onto Fever, and finds a third!
Holy, okay. I mean, maybe Dirtmaster gave him some live mid-fight coaching there, because that brick copy was way more lethal than expected, and I mean, what a fight win for Yggdrasil to even now, you know, reset the fight and even gain some more liters to their already 30-meter plus lead. And now Team Denmark, they're gonna have to go back to back with these fight wins, and they don't really have the results to do it at the moment. Smarto pushing in, he's seen the Echo's Isolate thinking for his team, but now he's the one alone team facing the small room with a Malga on his back. Dactrum has taken out OC though, so that's a major stay down for you. So the time is ticking down. They have to find to take all back entirely, but Focus round 1 is on Grimlock though, which does mean the major piece to keep pushing this car are still whirring on forward, and this is what you need from Team Denmark. Overtime will be like active in this next fight surely, and they can still have a lot of ults that you'd like to just get away from, but you have to keep someone on the car. It's only 14 seconds.
Yeah, the ultimate economy is a bit dire for Denmark as Ossi pops that orbital right to combo with this overclock from Flip-Flop. And the Team Denmark are kiting this out very well with the help of that Mauga copy. But the C9! No! And yeah, no, that's how you end the series, I guess. That's how you end the
They have to
series.
keep some point. They really want to kite open his ultimates, but they wanted it a little bit too much. Like you said, a great kite, except they also run away from the point. Not the ending that, you know, Team Denmark were wanting, not the situation I think, you know, any team wanted. It is still a really rough fight. It is still a C9, but they would be walking into a overclocking, you know, flip-flop with the empowerment of the orbital ray. So that's a rough way to lose. That's a rough way to lose it. But you know, it's still a good performance from Team Denmark, especially on that first map. But yeah, not the way you want to go out, Matthew. And I mean, I'm not sure. Does this now mean we will? I think this is they'll be sent now to the lower bracket to face off against the opponents of our next matchup here. I'm not entirely sure who it is. I'll have to let you know the moment that we get that information. But yeah, like you said, this does not give it an advantage to Yggdrasil. They do get to have you know, less games to play in lower bracket, less times you know, to go against that pretty damn terrifying Quick Norway roster. And yeah, that is actually going to be the next matchup we have for you. It's going to be Quick versus Yggdrasil. But you know, if they do get knocked out by Quick Norway, which, you know, the favors are kind of pretty heavily weighed against them, they aren't going to be out of the tournament immediately. They do have that basically second life to do so. But yeah, what a match, Matthew. Any closing thoughts? It feels like I'm saying, you know, at a funeral, but it does feel quite like a tragedy looking at that last C9.
Yeah, I mean, you had to pull out some creativity there on the last map. It didn't quite work out, but I respect the effort there. They made it close there. It was still anyone's to take for like the last 2-3 fights, but then it just ended up that Yggdrasil took the head-on lead here. And really ran away with it there for the last few. They just had so many ults there at the end, like you couldn't catch up anymore. They just decided to press Q and force them off kite. You can't really retouch without someone dying. And yeah, it's unfortunate ending, but a good series nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, the only way you get us off the car, you won't get us off the car with your ults. We will just get off the car and not, you know, not let you kill us on it. So I mean, you know, it's definitely an interesting match, and definitely I'm sure we'll be seeing that will play into the mentals. I do think for Team Denmark, it's quite a blow to lose and to go into their next match. I think we'll be seeing after this matchup into Yggdrasil and Quick Norway. I think we are going to be going to a quick break in between the matches, just briefly, so we will catch you for that one. Don't go anywhere. I mean, go get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, because we've got a few good matches up and coming. But for now, we will catch you in about, I say, 2 to 5 minutes. So we'll let you know how that goes. We'll see you just then. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yes, hello, I've changed my tie. I've got a packet of Munton, not sponsored, but they're very good. Get some at your local Tokmanni. And we're now back for game 2. And it's going to be between Quick Norway and Yggdrasil here, the winners of their previous games. And I'm very excited to get to the action right with you. And we are going in quickly here, as we see here from my producer's ear.
Yeah, the game should be going underway nice and quickly, which is a great change of pace. But yeah, obviously it's Team Denmark versus Team Britain, the other match going simultaneously. Team Denmark, we just saw, of course, having a heartbreaking C9, but hopefully looking to change things up, get themselves back on shape, back on pace, and they're going to be playing into a Reinhardt to do it. Zek in the mix on the tank, but I mean, Freddy may be the name of the team so far, but he is looking to take a brunt of the pressure. So much damage at the moment. Zek actually going to take out the Venture, but Freddy will find that key pick back onto Smarter out that speed. Zek cannot escape his hammer either. Grimlock also looking to get hunted down here. He's running for his life. Spectrum managed to find a nice trade, but Freddy is on a tear. His third kill for this fight.
Yeah, Giga Baseline, I actually did the one thing you've never done yet, and that is spread misinformation, as I gave you the wrong game to Katia. But now we're seeing Team Denmark slowly but surely getting these picks that are going to win them this early initiation here and get this first capture of the point under control. Though great picks here from Fredde, and I'm appreciating the Reinhardt pick very much.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty dangerous competition for Zephyr to play into. He has to be careful of both the nade and the shield, denying his self-heal. And that Venture Reaper can really get a lot of annoying angles and really assassinate, wipe out your backline to Zephyr. Not taking the time to do that. A big slam in as well. Fever taking out his counterpart on the field, taking out a second with Torpedo as well. He'll claim 2. Zephyr claim 2 as well. Smarto getting pinned off the map there at the end there, but an effective spawn hold is available now for Team Denmark. As actually they will have to give quite a bit of space as they are down Smarto, but they also are up on ultimate here.
Yeah, and I'm very surprised here. Team Fredde here are putting up a good performance. I've not really heard of any of these individuals before, but they seem to be putting up quite a good fight. As I say that, Smato finds Pandemonium, but Isapan, sorry, is responding to Fever, but it doesn't look like it's going to amount to much. But a good fight here from Team Denmark, only committing 1 ultimate to get this fight on control underway. And it's only 50% left with 4 ultimates to use here, 4 very dangerous ones at that.
There are 2 Freddies. I've just realized there are 2 Freds on the field. Can either of them be the one to step up and make their name heard? Dragdom though, falls in at the moment, but a big slam, a nano boost as well. Not seeing the kills immediately, but the fire strike follow-up as well. And also taking one hand advantage for Team Fred. Just on a tear at the moment. I mean, I would say it's a one-man show, but it's a Team Fred show at the moment. Both of them collecting those kills. Grimlock able to just barely get away, and Team Denmark stopped just shy of 84% capture progress.
Yeah, and even though my tie was crooked here, the game sure isn't, as it's now in the control of Fredde. You've got Isapan's Venture ultimate here, the Tectonic Shock remaining, but Team Denmark though are coming with a beat and a Cassidy High Noon here. And a nice pin on to Zetic though, could decide the fight early here. Even with the 2 ultimates used from Denmark, Smato trying to make things go on, and Dagrum is helping with it, finding Pandemonium and Knekten. And it's looking like it's going to be Team Denmark's one to take here for the first round of this Li Zhang control.
Dagdrum got 3 kills there with the help of Smarto. So the hit squad taking out Fred's backline. He's going to try and make his way to the point, but just a moment too shy. And they will get a nice, a nice rebuttal there, a nice fight response there to stop this being a complete sweep. And they are showing a surprising amount of resistance. Team Denmark are a lot more of a known team. It looks to be like a Rhine mirror is being promised, is being proposed. I see Zephyr is still on the dirty, filthy character of Mauga, but maybe? Oh, I see a BAP. I see a BAP.
There's a difference between playing Mauga, which is fair enough. But okay, there it is. I was just gonna say, if you promise to take a Reinhardt duel and then go back on your word, then you're worse than a coward. You're an utter garbage human being. But it doesn't look like we're going to be going back on our words. We're seeing the Reinhardt mirror come out here. Different characters on the DPS as Pandemonium goes off the map. Now that is an Atnif rollout if I've ever seen one before.
I don't even play Lucio. Why am I catching?
Exactly my point.
Oh,
and the Grimlock finds Fred here as they're trying to make some things work here with the TP, but doesn't look quite to work out in the end.
Fred did not catch on to the fact that he was down Lucio player, but yeah, the double TP is quite a creative option available for Team Fred. I'm sure both the Freds can combine their brain cells to get a play going with the boob. No! The double boob! Smarto! Oh my goodness, as high as my voice went. Team Fred is completely opposite and I sent down to hell with that one. I mean, yeah, they walked right on into that. That's a classic play from the ages, and he's set up for again. Surely they don't walk back into it. They can see the frog staring at them from the window. And Grimlock, yeah, he is getting pretty close to the spawn. A pin in, gonna get moved away, and now he's gonna get pinned back and return Zephyr. The Cubist there biting him back, but the TPS are biting just a little bit more. Grimlock is gonna get knocked off that there. Not gonna be able to save himself from the final revenge boot, and Smarto has fallen off the map.
Oh no.
Dragdom's not joking around. Dragdom's staying serious. He's finding, another pick there, and surely this will open up the point a little bit more for the 2 Freds and their compatriots. But yeah, teleport back to the point. Smarto not there this time to get the kill. He's actually on 5 HP. Who will blame him? No one. He's able to recover a little bit himself at the boot. Now throwing Pandemonium. This Lucio 1v1 is intense, but Smarzo will get the better. But Fred, I mean, this time it's the Reaper going off at the moment. He will finally give his life. There's 2 on the point. 2 versus 2. The beat invested onto the 3 members of Team Denmark. Fred's holding
And it's
on
working
to
out.
Yeah,
It's working out.
There's not much he can do there. Now Smarto is doing a little drive by spawn.
Yeah, I mean, even though these unknown players that we're seeing here, from my side at least, they're putting on a good show, forcing, you know, overcommitments here from the side of Team Denmark, and we might even be seeing a nice ultimate economy coming into play here from Fredde at the beat you. It does look a bit rough here now for the team of Fredde and both of the Freddes and Team Fredde. It's a Fred deception.
Maybe they just need a 3rd Fred in the team, but right now they have to get a touch on this point. Oh, he gets moved off the map trying to snap him. No.
But
And
we
there's
get
a
the touch
rethrow.
in though. There's a touch on the point, and who is it?
I'm not sure who that is, but Dragdog are going down to be huge, and he does. Pandemonium, I think, is one that got the touch from the point.
No,
But
so close.
yeah, I mean that is just rough from the side of both teams there. To be honest, some interesting plays across the board, but I mean the Freds, they're doing
Mike,
the proud,
that
you
is
know?
so crooked, man. It's crazy. It's so crooked. I might just have to take it off fully. It's not working out today, unfortunately.
You know, mine's perfectly done. Of
Yeah,
course, as
yeah.
you
Well,
know.
yeah. You know, I feel like a real fool here, dressing up nicely. It's like I'm treating you to a 5-star restaurant, and you show up in your baggy clothes.
My homeless cosplay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I do apologize. I
it's
know
like
we
you're a
have some
cat begging
fans-
on the street, and I think that's where the name Catnip comes from, doesn't it?
no one uses that. It's not a name. It's not a name.
Yes, it is. It is your official nickname.
I mean, maybe I need to change to Fred and join that team because, like you said, there were some good flashes of brilliance. We saw some nice individual plays. I think the Ryan, we love to see the Ryan mirror as our respect to Team Denmark for doing that. But yeah, I think this is gonna be the underdog story, and we do love it, and we do love when the underdog story turns into a nice surprise map win or a real competitive series. And I think that is on the cards for what Team Fred can give us. We'll have to wait and see what they can do with that. But yeah, a pretty interesting map. I think Team Denmark definitely. This is kind of the match they would like to play. They had quite a rough one. They let slip away from them, and they really do not want to let that happen against Team Fred here. But Matthew, apart from just getting everyone to change their name to Fred immediately, what can this team do? What's the weak points that Team Denmark are able to catch them out on at the moment that's stopping Team Fred from making it just a bit more competitive?
Well, there's not really many weaknesses showing out from Team Denmark right now, but I do think that Team Fredde here, they're underutilizing the TPs quite a bit. You could try to do a little bit of a bait and pull and try to get Team Denmark to engage onto you and then TP out, play a game of cat and mouse, essentially. I would like to see that a little bit more on that outside point there on the what is it, garden, But yeah, it didn't quite end up panning out. I think you gotta stick to your guns here, since it does seem to show a little bit of power, even though the quality does seem to be siding a little bit more towards Team Denmark. Though at the end of the day, any game is winnable. Until the final bell is rung, no match is finished, and you gotta just try to do anything you can here to make yourself more of a threat and maybe get the Denmark to panic here.
Yeah, I mean, I think sticking to their guns, or rather their hammers, with this Ryan comp is going to win our hearts, and maybe quite a few team fights. So that could, snowball and spiral into a map winner. I wouldn't put it past them. I think there were some nice signs. We do love rooting for the underdogs here, which might be a surprise to some people, as I am called Catnip now for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can keep up mentally with that, but I'll do my best, as I'm sure both teams will be doing. I think, again, we will wait and see on which map it will go to. I have a feeling it might go to King's Row, just, for that little bit of extra, Rhine magic. It is the classic EU scrim block at the moment, but we'd like to see, the classics are, they're well loved, they're nostalgic for a reason. But I do think, you know, we can look at history, but we want to look at the future, because I would not be surprised if I see, you know, Team Fred in a couple, you know, in a while with this new OWCS bracket, you know, doing well. It's great to see players come together and compete in these tournaments, because it really bonds you, improves you upon your skills. So, you know, big props for being here, being a part of it, and putting on I mean, it's a show. It's a show for us to cast, show for us to enjoy, and it, you know, hopefully it's a show that they are enjoying playing their part in as well. So props to Fred, both of them, and the rest of the team. I can't remember the name of, because I was just focusing entirely on the name Fred. I think it's great. There's just 2 Freds on one team. Who else has that? I don't think anyone else could compete with that.
Yeah, and, well, you know, like they say as well. I mean, the series still isn't over, as we've seen multiple times, and as well, the common trend to some matches seems to be that the underdogs tend to win Lijiang. So maybe if the Team Fred here truly is the overdog, and they just did let that Lijiang go a little bit loosely, and now we're going to see the full power here. I expect that this, what looks to be Midtown pick, to actually be a bit of favor here. You're gonna see those good TPs out. Maybe they've reviewed some Putel VODs, and they're gonna pop out with some crazy strategies here on that Reinhardt. And even if they don't run Reinhardt, they've run it enough to where I can give my props and my huge respects to them for it. Yeah, any Reinhardt gameplay is appreciated around these blocks.
Yeah, it is well known that Matthew legally has to tattoo your team's name onto him anytime you play Reinhardt for more than 20 minutes. So just, you know, bear that in mind at any teams you see playing against Matthew and his new team, of course, in the future. That is how the strat. But we'll have to see if they can bring it out. Can they channel their inner Hardys, their inner Matthews on the Rhino? We'll be changing up. It is going to be Midtown here. I think that it is the same lineup in for both of these teams. Both Fred doing well. I see a Doomfist. Matthew.
That is truly LH Cloudy right there. I do think LH Cloudy is an ult account here.
on an ult account here.
But a special message here to Harry in the chat, and while I appreciate all the love and support, the only thing that I want to be seeing finished here is the series. So just keep that in mind. But we'll be heading into this map right away. We're seeing a Mauga comp here come out from the side of Team Denmark. That we're already used to. But how will they play against this quite unusual team comp here? Double flex support, double sniper, more the sort of comp you'd see in Overwatch 1.
Oh, yes.
And I'm quite a big fan of this. I think Isafan is gonna hit some cold shots here throughout the series. And yeah, I think it. Oh my!
That is the opening you want. I mean, Dagdrum just tripped into that crosshair here, and Connection does not miss those. Now, I mean, Team Denmark are still looking to go in here. They are on this now, but they do have to make that engagement at some point. They can't just rely on these DPS to find shots. Right now, Isapan is just railing shot after over and over again into Fever here, so it's going to be difficult. Smart and Fever have, of course, I think swapped roles here, I think, but I mean, Zephyr is also on the Brigitte, but looking like a mini right now. Find the first pick. Dragdom, Fever, everyone's finding headshots to close this one out, and Fever, yeah, they're going to stamp their flag onto this first point pretty damn quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously feel pretty confident here yourself as Team Denmark from that last map. I wouldn't warrant the off-rolling quite yet. Of course, I do think off-rolling is a bit... personally, I'm not a big fan of it, but I understand why you do it. You get to have some fun and maybe make the series a little bit more even when you feel like there's a power gap there. But I still wouldn't get all too cocky quite yet. We saw a few good picks up, but Dragdrum finds Isaf, and just as I say that, Dragdrum really going out on a whim here, really is finding this free space and finding these free picks consistently after he's been subbed in from that last series. And now, just as I say that, Nekten finds Smatto, but meanwhile Dragdrum finds Pandemonium in the other room, completely switched from his team, so gets very low here from that spam from Isaf.
Fred finds Zephyr as well. That's quite a nice pick. Now it doesn't mean that Juno is a lot more vulnerable when they get back into the fight. And it does mean that Team Denmark are going to find it a lot more difficult to push this cut under this high ground, which, I mean, if there's any comp that can utilize this high ground, damn well it's going to be Team Fred with this double sniper flex. But I mean, how can they handle this Dragon Strike? I mean, how can they handle what's right with a damn Dragon Strike? There was Dragon Strike coming out from Japan. So much damage to be able to fall over. Grimlock on the turret form now, a lot of pressure. Pandemonium strikes back on the Ana. It's so back and forth right now, but will Grimlock be the final weight to sink those scales in the way of Team Denmark? No. The car is still being pushed, but Team Fred have a lot close of a spawn advantage. Grimlock have to drop off on this high ground here. Oh, Isapan, run! Run for your life! Oh, he was not able to escape, but Fred has moved over onto the break. Sorry, onto the battery. It's found Grimlock here. But Nano onto the Sig, the blocks in his back pocket. The shots on the Zethic's not going to be enough to prevent killing Fred though. Can he find the big buck turnaround? No, he's going to be paroled and escorted off the point. As a 5-minute time bank for this third point Midtown match here. I mean, yeah, this comp is kind of just falling into the trap of getting run the flip over by that Malga, by that Bastion form. So they really have to find a way to slow down the game, slow it and play to their strengths here. But who will be the one to step up and make that adaptation?
I mean, I don't think Grimlock
is
is
oh
my god.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
I mean,
I was just gonna say, Grimlock has been taking a step here to, taking a page of Herluf's cookbook. But yeah, it's looking like the supports here for the side of Team Fred are the ones that are going to take control of this specific fight. No ultimates needed, just a nice sleep dart and nade and some good BAP headshots. What's going to be finishing with a Dogram punch and Pandemonium.
Yeah, another headshot there from Dagdrum. I mean, one back in response from Isapan, but Dagdrum just getting creative with it, styling on the competition at the moment. And now Fever coming in with the cage as well, now throw out immediately. And now there's a Bastional as well, claims Fred there. That's rather unfortunate. Fever has fallen down, the spearhead, the leader, taken out. But Zethic will step up and fill that place immediately, finding two picks on break. I don't know how that happened, to be honest. And also finds a third, of course. They're just killing everything. Now, Fred have a lot of angles and a lot of source damage to walk into.
Yeah, though, no really ultimates for the side of Team Brown. You can just get through this rotation. You've got a 3 ult advantage.
Oh, is that
when you consider that into... Oh, Zethic is on that up angle, gets picked up. And so is Grimlock, anti-netted. It's looking like Team Fred is going to be taking this fight without using an... Oh, wait, there's the Flux. I was gonna say, you're not gonna use an ultimate.
I mean... Fred don't need no match telling him what to do or not to do. If he wants to solo Flux to ride, he'll damn solo Flux to ride. I mean, the matchup from Sig into ride, maybe he's just playing the swap after anyway. And Fever has taken the high ground here. He's gonna manage to hold on to himself up there for longer. Pandemonium going in aggressively, but I mean Grimlock is gonna be the one buying the first kill. There's the orbital rain out to power up Fever, who's just walking it down onto the front line. The sleep just goes wide. He's so close to the Nano as Pandemonium. He gets the Mega as well. Dangdrum from the high ground, but no, he's not able to employ it in time. It's only Fred's window, and someone has to touch the point. Please don't deny the window's employed. What a pressure damage and a kill even.
There's a pick. But it does look like Fever is just running it into the spawn. But, oh, will we get the Nano to the carton? Not quite. And it is a respectable hold, all things considered. 2 minutes only left.
Yeah.
It's a very reasonable and very respectable hold here for the side of Team Fred, especially when you looked at that 5-minute time bank going into third.
Yeah, it is definitely a notable achievement. Honestly, Neck 10 was kind of going band for band with Dagdrum on this Widowmaker, so definitely a matchup you have to be pretty happy with how you're performing in. I think, yeah, Fred, the thing is though, I have no idea if this is the same Fred that was playing tank last time. There's no way to identify them, except I guess in spirit. The Sigma Flux kind of did screw them over in the ult rotation. The Rhine was just able to walk onto that front line that became a whole lot squishier in that matchup. So we'll have to see, will they stick with it? Fever is going to be inspired though by this. What in the hell am I looking at? I know Juno misses home, but she doesn't need a whole ass planet as her crosshair. That is, I mean, what in the... Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the crosshairs of all time. Team Denmark are in spawn for quite a while. Maybe we'll see a change come out. But yeah, we will, and it's somehow an even worse crosshair. Thank you, Smarto. Thank you for blessing my eyes with this. Wonderful, wonderful creation. The rest of them are still in spawn. It's only Fever holding close. Team Red are ready to go though right now, and
Jesus Christ.
it seems that Team Denmark are now, finally at the forefront, finally ready to hold the line, and it's an unorthodox competition, but one that still I think makes quite a lot of sense on this Midtown first point. A lot of poke, a lot of good sustain. And right now, the rotation is trying to come through. A rock onto Fever. No real pressure up from it. A slap onto Zethik from across the map. I'm not sure where that's come through. Looking to maybe get finished off there. No, he will escape with his life. And right now, both teams are just waiting for their snipers to do their thing.
This team composition is something I would have run on Watchpoint Gibraltar a few years ago. Sorry, when Life Guru released, we would run this comp. Don't ask questions, but it does seem like we're seeing Pandemonium getting traded there, but it finds Mato in that exchange. And if Fredde plays this correctly, you could possibly see a cap here. Especially Fever has no resources remaining. He only has that shield.
Well,
as soon as that breaks, he is free to take. Yeah, Knekten also
I could feel... I can feel the aura of that shot, but I think that's all I can rely on when I see Grimlock hit a shot. And I mean, he will. The follow-up from Fever is good. The crosshair is definitely something, and maybe he's looking to line it up onto Nectar to take that nice off angle. The rotation's been made by both Freds onto this right side, and Grimlock is looking to go challenge it. Zethik is back in the fray, so the fight has just reset to neutral here for the time being. A lamp will keep Fred up for the time being, but not a Fever. Is anything to save from it? He is anti. An Isapan times Zethik? Okay. It's still just going back and forth when it comes to picks, but Team Denmark are just able to stop showing these crossheads. What am I looking at? Make it stop! Okay.
Yeah, no, these are a sight to behold, truly. But it does seem to be working for them. Maybe there's some aura in that. But Fredde is nano. It's a dangerous nano here. No rock to cancel that flux though. Grimlock pops that overclock with that flux.
Yeah.
And it does look like the fight is over for the side of Fredde. Denmark takes this with 2 ultimates used. Compared to that nano boost onto Fredde, it is, you could say. No, I don't know here anymore. He's changing his crosshair mid-game. Oh my god, what is that?
Yeah, well that... I mean... This is... I'm not sure words can comprehend the other... They say a picture has 1,000 words, but for these images I have none. But Asleep on the Dragon maybe put some pressure on. Now they've gone back over to the right. A pretty good matchup into the Sigmas immediately. You see that being in play. As pick comes through, but a big Alari ult from Dragdom will shut down the early advantage. Fred, I mean, this ride is just looking great for him, but that's a nice platform. Lifeweaver finally getting some rarely seen value. Fred has found 2 picks. Isapan makes that the third. Zethik now on the run. Isapan's find his second pick on the Symmetra. It's SSG Reborn. And he's dead.
Possibly. And yeah, no, Zethik finds Isapan, but 2 picks found there earlier, but it doesn't look like it's going to amount to much. Team Denmark truly have a hold on it, but that nade is huge from Pandemonium. But Smato just doesn't... Oh, Smato does fall down to Fredde. And now is the time to take this point, if any. You're up 2 picks. There's only a life fear and 3 people in your face. You're 5v3 situation here. 2 ticks are in cap.
Oh, but Grimlock is looking to shut down that momentum, and now Zethik as well, finding his way onto the low Nectar, but Isapan. A nice secondary fire. That Smarto is back with the grid of doom, but not in time, as the first point has been captured, and the second point now is underway.
Yeah, and you still got a great ultimate bank. Look, they've got 4, maybe 5 bolts building up towards this possible snowball. They're trying to hunt down Fever here. Grimlock is also getting low. But yeah, no, this is looking dangerous for the side of Team Denmark. You're running into possible 5 bolts here for the next fight. Yeah, someone does have to push the card. You're correct about that.
There we go. It's a little known Overwatch fact that I think Team Denmark sometimes forget themselves, but I mean, hopefully they will not forget how this nano boost from Fred feels. But actually, I mean, he is kind of being forgotten about. I'm not sure where he is, but right now, it's the front line and the back line of Team Denmark collapsing it together onto the rest of the team. I'm not sure where that nano boosted Ryan went, but I do know that Pandemonium is on the flank of a lifetime. If this pays off, he just give him the grand final. Just give him the whole championship, because I'm here for it. I'm so ready. The TP in, the flank nick. Wait, it's on the left.
Oh, no.
Sojourn on the left. You didn't see him? No, he missed the sleep.
no,
But
great
not the
pick.
nades! Pandemonium! Our heroes! Grimlock from the grave will find Issa Pab. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but no Fever with the primal. Already, and now it's Pandemonium. All by right, the pin on the freaking traitor finds one, and now Fever is alone. His primal has run out.
What is that?
Also has Pandemonium's life. He's fallen to the square of doom from Smarto. I mean,
I aim to
that is
devastate.
unfortunate.
Oh.
Pandemonium has tried something, but
60
the stream?
seconds remaining.
Is that a widow swap? Okay, interesting.
No, I didn't. I think it's what you call a crosshair swap. Yeah, there it is. He swapped back the crosshair.
Oh
to the
my god! We saw it in real time. We saw the painting of the next Mona Lisa in real time. But I mean, it's gonna take quite a lot of creativity from Team Predator to turn something, especially when they're down. They're so good from Grimlock's either TP is there to escort these bandits from safety. Just kidding, it's Synthetics ginormous crosshair. He'll click the head as well. Both Freds now trying to get away. It's only 20 seconds left for Team Fred to turn this one around.
Nat, do you know what's a synonym for ginormous? Some would say it's massive.
No, I don't.
And what I do also think is about TB massive is this Fred the Shatter that's on the blocks. As we see a beat engagement from Smato early on to find Pandemonium. There's also a window up on the high grounds. Grimlock finds another. There's no Shatter in sight here for Fred. It doesn't look like it's going to be popped unless he hits a 5-man here. And the Shatter is popped. It does Shatter too. He gets Smato down. But it's just not enough. It's a little bit too much, a little bit too late. And Team Denmark does take this quite comfortably. And it was an entertaining series to say the least. Those crosshairs, you know,
Yeah.
they are truly magnificent, I have to say.
Yeah. I would like to just preface that I know there is like maybe like a quite historic trend of like, oh, let's copy my favorite pro players' crosshair so I can get good as them. Do not do that anywhere, especially here. If I swear to God, if I go my next ranked game and see some mother flipper with this as their crosshair, I will do nothing. But I will be very, very sad. And I mean, hopefully Fred do not feel any such sadness because they did put on a nice show. They did come to compete and they did make some good competition. They got that first point capture by the skin of their teeth. They made some nice plays together. So, you know, congratulations to them for, you know, their performances and for, you know, getting a smile on our face. It's great to see them here. But of course, the winners are the expected Team Denmark. They will continue to advance into this series after that loss to, oh my goodness, Yggdrasil? That's not even close to their pronunciation, isn't it? Yggdrasil, thank you, Mr. Producer.
It really isn't over the story here either for the side of Team Fred, as they do qualify to the community showdown for being one of the 4 teams to partake today. So we'll be seeing them in a competition possibly against some of the bigger teams here in that bracket. I believe that there's at least a few teams, Verit's team, who my team faced off against the last weekend. They look to be very strong, and there's going to be surely be other really strong teams in there.
Yeah, and maybe we'll see that, you know...
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe... No, it's okay. I do also want to show some support to Fred. Maybe they will grow in strength against their opponents. So, you know, that will be an interesting matchup to see. But I think, you know, a match talking about strength, you know, and growth and, well, some pretty darn scary opponents. It is Yggdrasil versus Quick Norway. You know, we have been hyping this roster up for a reason, and you'll be seeing, hopefully, why shortly enough. But Yggdrasil, we're going to also show you just how much of a competition they can make it. They're not going to let this one get away from them. They mind-controlled the entire of Team Denmark to walk off of the point. What other tricks or other dark magic they'll have in their sleeve, we'll have to wait and see. So... yeah, I mean, we can go to a brief break here, Matthew, unless you have any final closing words on the match here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get naked. That's not on this stream. But yeah, no, I'll see you guys after the break. I'll see you guys after the break.
Okay. All right, we will see you in just a minute then. Get some snacks, stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello, people, once again. I was having too much troubles with the actual tie, so I got my bow tie on. And yeah, we're now joining back, and this time I'm not clickbaiting you with the matchup. It is, in fact, Quick Esports versus Yggdrasil in this upper bracket final to determine who gets to go comfortably without an extra game and who needs to go back against the mighty force of Team Denmark. How do you think this matchup is gonna fare out, Netnif?
Well, I think that we've been hyping up Quick Norway for quite a while. Obviously, we are part of the Quick content team, so it is for, a little bit of bias, of course, but still, it is reasonable. These players we've seen really dominate NEL and other tournaments they've been in, Car as well, for players like Hitori. I think maybe Juno's played that, not 100% sure. But yeah, it's certainly an interesting roster to see what they can play. We had our vacation into silly fun land with the Team Denmark versus team. Oh my goodness, I've forgotten their name. What was their name of their team? They had two players with the same name. I completely forgot their name. That team. We had our brief intermission with that team. It was a good bit of fun. But now we are back to the serious, intense games of Overwatch, which I am joking, as I'm sure there will still be some funny and goofy moments here and there. But I think that Yggdrasil are definitely, this is probably our prediction for what the grand final is going to be. So you need to be doing well here, so that even if you get knocked down, have to rematch against Team Denmark, who it was a 2-1. It wasn't exactly a clean sweep for the side of Team Denmark. They'd like to avoid refacing the possible, but obviously you want to do well here, so when you make it back to grand finals, if you make it back to grand finals, you have some confidence coming in. But going into our map 1 number here on Busan, you can see quite a loader roster loading out already, and I think we'll see some quite different looks. Juno, not on the Juno for once, thank you very much for that. Kiriko, Lucio, Widow, Genji, and Hazard for the side of Quick Norway. And we're just waiting for Luna to make their pick. They are looking for a pause.
We can't find Rob. Is that Lunar's name? And then Rob.
Is that
Robin?
Rob?
I don't know who they're talking about.
No, Luna's here. Okay.
Okay, we're in the game.
Yeah, well,
but
Zoro is definitely going to be looking to actually avoid Luna as well, if that is Rob, because they're on the Widow immediately, taking on quite down low HP, as Philipop is going to be mirroring the Widow here. Some goofy crosshairs still, but not as bad as that last match. But yeah, this Widow angle being taken from Zoro. He's looking for the headshots. He's going to be, if you wander too much into his sights, he's going to be a player that can instantly wipe up the face of the lobby. But right now, the entire of the Yggdrasil are just mitigating that. And actually, Hitori's managed to find the counterpart, the other Widow in this fight. That's a man advantage now for Quick Norway.
Yeah, and it's an interesting composition coming out from Norway here, Quick Norway, with that Ana Lucio. Is this more direct towards countering that Hazard mirror? I couldn't find the words there. But if you've got the Hazard on the opposite side, the anti-nade devastates him. So does the Sleeper. That's a huge target to hit. And doesn't really have the capabilities to get out properly. He has the jump, but once you get stuck, you can't really get out. And it does seem to work out here in the first fight.
Yeah, Luna's gonna abandon that Malga pretty quickly, go over onto a lot more other aggressive Hazard, looking to put the pressure on, put the speed on this backline. Juno is gonna probably be their most target. Dirtmart's also gonna be mirroring the Ana as well. Not a thing I've seen him too much on, but I can see how he can perform as well. As now Luna is stepping up onto the point. Hitori looking to press them away, and has to back off so early. And Hitori is still low, but Strebel is even lower. Fox fighting that last final blow, and 2 quick picks for you, so we'll open up their offense. Hitori is getting barely actually managed to keep up pretty nicely. They've not even have to start capturing the point yet. Hitori is trying this juggle between keeping line of sight of her Ana and the point, but she has to give up the point now. And now Luna is going in early aggression, but we have to just wait for the rest of their team to get set up and going aggressive. But asleep is definitely a way to open up. That Ana is just in the forefront, taking the full face of Luna's damage. And this is looking good for Yggdrasil at the moment. Luna, I don't know what the hell they're doing, but listen, like, either are. They try to catch on the Hazard, but she masterfully escapes it there. Tori trying to confidence down as well. We were just clinging on to Hitori even lower. No, Jesper Swag and Zoro, they're both finding the headshot at the DPS of Quick Nel, showing why they are so notoriously feared.
Yeah, no, the mirror, in my opinion, is starting to look a bit stronger for Yggdrasil here. Some good individual player and the ultimate user from Quick Norway. But you've got to be careful with this Juno orbital ray upcoming for this fight. You've got little answers to it. You've got the beat and the nano, but neither of those are a direct answer. As we hear the blade being popped here by Jesper Swag, the nano blade, in fact, actually. Juno does fall down though, but it doesn't seem to be enough. It's a nice play from Jesper Swag there and a good overall play from Quick Norway to take this fight out. And Lunar seems to be getting staggered maybe here.
Yep. Fox as well taken out quietly, but this is the dilemma for Quick. So they have to try and make their way on to the DPS of Quick Norway, but they are just being feisty and catching every time. But Flip-Flop is going to be firing back a nice shot onto Zoro as well, but someone now has to touch the point. Yggdrasil have a big advantage in their ult, but can they make sure to touch the point? Zoro, that's a clean shot. Instant reaction time, and Dirtmaster is just too slow to take out Hitori's on top of them. The Nano Blade, it's searching, but he's managed to find Zoro right in the last second. Gets one kill, but not the reset they need. Trevor now beating to keep Hitori in the fight. The Lunas have to come back on a panic stop. The Orbit Array is essentially just useless there, and no one's able to take out. It's a big win condition, the big turning point for Yggdrasil. The opportunity has been missed, and right now, Quick Norway are not missing. Headshots across the board, Hitori taking out 2, and that's a pretty breezy first map win on this point of Busan.
0-1.
Yeah, as we win if we got
Who
Rob.
is Rob?
I don't know who Rob is.
Who
Rob
is Rob?
sounds like... I guess he got robbed. Okay. Yeah, now that should get you banned instantly. That is a horrible joke.
Yeah.
No, I think that the joke alone should result in 7 years of continuous solo Mauga cages into a nano boosted Mauga. That's truly horrifying to look at. But so I would say the other thing that isn't horrifying to look at.
Talking about horrors to look at. Look at fucking Yggdrasil's comp.
Now that is my kind of comp. I have to say that's I see the vision. I see the vision. You slam into Junkrat grenade combo, easy wins. But I am a big fan of the ball pick though. Into this team composition, the ball seems to be strong. They have nothing to really keep him out. As I say that, just as I say, Dirtmaster and Lunar find a pick onto Jesper Swag. Also he's shredded for it though. Flip-Flop in a bit of a bad position here, but does manage to get out barely only.
Yeah, that is quite a favourable pick though in terms of that trade for Quick Norway. They take out the main source of sustain. So they are, a fairly independent composition, but they still need that care from time to time, especially Flip-Flop, who is a little less mobile, but actually will take out Juno in his brief stint there in the background of Quick Norway. Now Luna is stepping up to the point. They managed to actually get the point flip, so now they can just continue to juggle the point. Fox as well, taking out the other DPS for Quick Norway. Hitori is falling low, and I mean, I don't know where in the mental asylum this position was cooked, but hey, keep going there and keep it coming. Juno though, a big pick onto Dirtmaster. That's a crucial player down for Yggdrasil. So now there's one less person to juggle this point, and Quick Norway are definitely going to be advancing on it rapidly. Jesper Swag already hovering over OC, but I think it forced away. There's a nice peel, and maybe even a Juno. Okay, second headshot for them this fight, and looking to really make a name for themselves here. Trevor and Jesper Swag.
Yeah, to answer your previous question, I believe that the place where the Insane Asylum, where this comp is cooked up, is called the Suomi OV Gatherers. The Finnish Overwatch community sees this comes quite often, and I've played against this specific style of comp before as well. It is a surprisingly, if it catches you off guard, it's a really difficult comp to break through. And we do see Lunar trying to force point here. Strebor way up in the skybox. Lunar dangerously low though, as Jesper Swag is forced into a burrow.
Yeah, right now both teams are just kind of playing this slow, these long chaotic fights, slightly favoring it, but look at all the health bars. Oh, solo, but Fox looking to take Hitori's down to 0, the pulse on. Oh my goodness, what a devastating downpour from Hitori, claiming to just by itself, just from that damage, and yeah, that's how you want to win that fight, nice and quick for you, so you can regroup and re-hit your backline.
Yeah, tore it down and tore down the entire enemy backline here, winning that fight with just that. Oh my god, Zoro's down! I am a bit surprised that you're over there, but now it's an advantageous position for Yggdrasil, though Dirtmaster falls down with the beat in hand. Will we see a huge minefield from Lunar? Trying to catch Juno out here, on the wrong character albeit, but you know, your name doesn't always mean what you need to play. Oh no, the burrow is on point from just Berserker. Fox finds Trebor in that exchange. And Lunar is still trying to hunt down Juno on the Kiriko.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know what kind of cheese Luna thinks that Juno is, but they just seem desperate to hound them down there, even if it cost them their life. But look, actually will take out Hitori to beat in from Dirtmaster as well, allowing him to get a second kill. Zoro is just getting a nice friendly visit there from Luna, as now they just so surely catch the point here with the a two-man advantage. That says Zoro on the high ground is never to be underestimated. He's found the Junkrat from inside of Yggdrasil. Oh, a near headshot onto Fox as well. It's like every shot is a moment away, but Juno is the other one connecting actually. 2 kills from her on the Kiriko, and now the rush on point. It's going to send Yggdrasil scattered, and there's only 5% left to get back onto the point.
Yeah, that name is really trippy there from Juno on that Kiriko. But we do see Trebor rolling out on the point. It does look like Quick Norway are going to be taking it pretty comfortably, even with that Kiriko rush in play. No one left for Yggdrasil to challenge it. And map 1 goes to Quick Norway.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, this is going to be an underdog story, if anything. So we did see, you know, some interesting, you know, plays. And again, I think some explosions of potential there, literally from the Junkrat, which I think was where Flip Flop had, you know, the most impact on, ironically. But these are pretty much everyone on heroes they're very comfortable with, it looks like, from the side of Quick Norway, whilst, you know, well, they are being more flexible, some would say, or more, you know, deranged, as most people would. You know, they are bringing out some different compositions, but they don't really look too comfortable on them, like you said, or at least not comfortable in making them work in a serious manner. It is quite a challenge to do, and a puzzle. They have not put the pieces together just yet. But hey ho, you know, we do appreciate, you know, some differences in some compositions, and maybe it will just be a learning experience for them to come back and next time and basically have turned turn themselves into like an oh no or yes kind of copy. But we'll have to see where the series goes. I think we are going to be heading into our second map here in just a moment. It's going to be King's Row. It's going to be King's Row. Oh, Eichenwalder.
Oh, Eichenwalder.
It's nice to see.
I'm expecting some otherworldly compositions here from Yggdrasil. I'm expecting the Junkrat, as I'm a connoisseur of Junkrat on Eichenwalder, as you're familiar with.
Yes, our CGL run was definitely. I mean, both teams seem to have immediately recognized that Junkrat is hard meta, and everyone watching the Soup Cup try and find out the meta has been missing out on the real overpowered nature of these two formidable foes. I mean, Rob, I don't know who this is. Maybe Yggdrasil have like just an imaginary friend they use to keep themselves motivated. But yeah, this Junkrat on B1 is going to be a little tainted, seeing as there's going to be a flying threat from the side of Quick Norway. So we'll have to see how they can effectively deal without looking at the composition. It's going to be quite a trifle. We'll have to see. Fox already looking for a very aggressive flank here with the help of Luna, who is on Reaper. Aussie back on their main role of tank. Ivy is spectating, and a good slam in on to the side of Zoro. He's managed to keep himself alive thanks to Treble and Juno, though. Right now, Zoro is still getting hunted down in the small room, but it's going to be very difficult for you to go deep. But talking about deep, Hitori is all the way on point practically already, and Jesper Swag is hunting down Dirtmaster.
Ivy has joined and gone as this massacre.
Yeah, Ivy's the coach. He has seen the composition and goes, there is no coaching here that I can give. So, yeah, Yggdrasil's coach. Not, I think, you know, maybe going back to the kitchen with this one. But right now, Jesper Swag can go back to the spawn room there, but immediately getting kept up by Juno on this Mercy. Fox has gone up onto Alari, some more pressure onto the flying, the flying force at the moment. But right now, it's just an unimpeded push from Quick Norway through this second point so far. Fox.
Oh, Hitori! Wow.
This, I think we're both at a loss for words watching this composition, as I'm not entirely sure a lot of these fights how they're going, but that's a nice loop from Ossie. It might actually confirm the kill. This was like having a dip back to Lurgan. Actually, he's still hunting Ossie. Luna has gone over onto the Widowmaker, a shot thrown away, make that 3 towards Strema, just warning him of his presence. But Dirtmaster has yet to be warned of the threat that is Zoro, and as the Riptire going in, can it find one? Can it find two? Can it find everyone?
Oh,
it finds three! Okay.
Nah, it's just a pylon. Don't get overexcited.
No, we love that's pylons are real to me. Okay, don't be mean to pylon.
I will be mean to the pylon.
He's making new rollouts for themselves mid-match. Also had another Haslo around the corner, going to follow up, looping them out into the front line, and Zoro in the meantime in the back has taken out Fox. Dirtmaster, flip-flop, just name after name, taken just a swag, has found 3, and right now it's only Ossie on the point. Luna, yeah, at a loss for words.
Oh my god.
Trying to take out the castle himself there, I think, at the end, but understandable as now he has 5 minutes to stop this onslaught, but Jesper Swag is still just killing things.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit surprised here. I wasn't expecting this kind of a stomp here. I do think Yggdrasil is being a bit too creative here, but it's still holdable, but it's looking rough, as Quick Norway are now coming up with ults and pressuring Ossie to no end. Ossie goes down to Zoro on the Junkrat now. Oh, and a nice air shot from Jesper.
Oh,
direct.
Fox fires back, but
They're down at it.
Luna alive.
Hitori tears it down once more, and it is it's a massacre. You know, you've got the hazard from the start on the side of Quick Norway, but the Yggdrasil are true freaks here, playing this competition. And it's about to be a 4-minute time bank. They're gonna have more time than they started with here. For the side of Quick Norway, the Riptire is going out to Ossie. Ossie can't get the touch, and it's a 4-minute 50 time bank. That is vile.
I mean, Quick Norway.
That's yeah. Yeah, no, that's about as big of a violation as Haley Winch's Bitcoin scam or whatever, a crypto scam. Sorry.
What in the?
That is a true talk to a coin moment right there. And yeah, no, I personally didn't get robbed of my life savings, but you know, I think there's more than enough life savings there on that attack bonus there for this out of Quick Norway. I don't know what Yggdrasil is planning on here for the attack, but I'm sure it's gonna be, you know, I think it's gonna work out either way. I trust the process, as they say.
I don't want to be here anymore. I just don't want to be here anymore.
What, did you get your life savings stolen by Haley Winch?
No comment. I've been legally advised not to speak on the matter, but it looks like you still are going back to more typical roles. Quick Norway are still sticking on all the same roles, but definitely some of those compositions.
What is this?
Okay. Okay, I mean, Jesper Swag, I mean, he's in the magician outfit, so that, you know, is accurate for the trickery he's pulling out. I don't know how you can use that effectively, but hey, I mean...
Wait, can you get on top of the roof now and put the wall up there with the bastion like you used to be able to back in the day?
Wait,
before the TP.
that would be...
No, don't do it!
You can see them pinging,
No.
you can see them conniving here, they're scheming a plan. There's
Nah,
the TP.
that's
They're
ridiculous.
looking, they can't, can they? He's looking in to the Echo! The TP it fell off the roof because they played too late. The Zoro has found its way now behind them. Do they know the Bastion form has to be unleashed behind the Dirtmaster? And they onto the Echo. Ossie also hitting the pool. I mean, what am I witnessing? Zoro gets the 3k. I mean, that is a way to do it. That is probably the most unexpected 3k I think I've seen this year. But This is what we're here for, folks. Innovation at its max. And Hitori looking to maybe do it again. There they are, stick up another Team Zoro. Going in, jumping in, flanking yet again with the Bastion form. There's a shield in place, but not to say Fox. And Fox falls all too fast, as does the rest of the team. Zoro just lighting up the entire team. I mean, I'd say Yggdrasil are walking into it, but they're just walking in normal places. And then Quick Norway are just like, I don't know what. They're playing 4D chess. They are literally building new rollouts on the spot. They're going to show us a third one. I can feel it. I can already feel it coming. Tori is in a freaking stall spot. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. They're coming back.
Yeah, no, typically anti-aircraft defenses are on the ground, not in the air. But that Bastion is matching the Echo's height level. But we'll be seeing now how they deal with this. The Bastion is again on the flank. Are they setting up a wall for a TP? No, they're just putting a normal TP. There's a window there. There's a window from Strebor. And no one can pick the Bastion as he's doing around 600 damage per second in that form.
Yeah, Luna is clinging on, but Hitori is tearing away her teammates. And yeah, I mean, the plans were not as creatively executed there from a Quick Norway, but the mechanics and the team chemistry still comes together to get them that win. They do invest 3 ultimates that fight, or Strebor at least swaps here. Now, Yggdrasil do have a sizable advantage in that department, so this surely is about to turn it around. They've missed the TP, the Flux is coming out from
What
Luna
am I witnessing?
very aggressively, but it will catch on to Jeffers back there. But Hitori has caught Fox in the meantime. I mean, maybe Jesper Swag just felt a little bit left out. He's sending up, you know, Zoro up to the sky. He wants to go have a nice view from the high ground. Zoro's in a very similar view here. Sight set on Dirt Master Lamp. Doing this from alive, but now there is a Bastion ult. And yeah, Dirt Master Nation has got to be feeling that one.
Yeah, no, Yggdrasil, I don't know. I would be a bit confused as well, but like surely you just take a TP yourself and just go past them when they want a TP. But Jesper Swag is putting in a dance show here for us in the bushes. Meanwhile, Ossi is looking for a pick onto Zoro. Gets the copy onto the Bastion, and this might just be the opening they need. Doesn't. Oh, Fox finds Zoro. Ossi loses the copy and 2 HP now. The wall is up, and it's a big one from Jesper Swag finding Dirtmaster now. Luna is trying desperately to run around this wall to get Jesper Swag out, but no, it's not enough. Fox finds the second pick now onto Strebor. And it's looking all rough here. Ossi on Juno though. Maybe gets a pick. No, the aiming quite isn't there.
So
they lost the ball.
I mean, Hitori is just elevating themselves. You can do this? Okay, cool. Thanks for the fucking car cue tips and tricks. Roll out mid fight. There's the big hand.
And it wall
himself off from safety into the. Juno will find a trade on the Dirt Master though. It's a pretty big sustain down the bomb. Island playing Ossi on the Echo will finally take out Juno, but Luna is so low, they're clinging to life, getting picked up by Fox. Zoro is back on this Junkrat though. Can they clutch it? Can they turn it around? Fox is moments away from a big hero Karash, and no, Zoro has been found. No one touched the point, but it looks like it, and no, we have more to go on Icon World here.
Nah, bro, what is that? No, they're doing the rollout.
They're doing it. The foreshadowing. It's coming out. It doesn't get Shirt Master, but Hitori gets on. Oh my goodness. They're rush invested. They're not letting Hitori getting away. Jesper Swag. I mean, how do you expect that, to be honest? Zoro getting knifed there.
Really saw it.
Getting away. I mean, yeah, it's kind of obvious seeing a giant Scottish man going over the side of the German castle, but Yggdrasil, they are now getting some momentum, getting some steam to their roller here. Obviously taking out Zoro is going. I mean, Luna stealing the pack there from Hitori as well. Obviously, it's really on fire this fight as well.
Yeah. Oh, Lunar finds a pick from the back, and they're trying to get as much time here as possible. It's running out slowly though. No, you're gonna try to desperately even get a second on the clock here if you wanna try to win the map. As unlikely as it is, it's still up in the air. You've got good ultimates here coming up, but that copy is always dangerous. Same is the Queen ult. No real, and I mean there's a beat to answer. Strebor uses the Lari son here. He's getting sniped out by Flip Flop though. And Two solid picks. Oh, that would have been nasty if that would have been there finishing well.
That was.
The Bobby's around the card though.
Oh! Can they get out? Can they escape? No, not if Luna has anything to say with it. And yeah, Flip-Flop on that high ground, just doing what he needs to do. But that's a Riptire. It's going through the TP as well. But oh, the Suzu, I think, just keeps out that damage. And Flip-Flop has on another headshot to keep this one going there. Where OC as well. This beam has just been electric. And Flip-Flop finding another 3 kills on this Ashe. I mean, Quick Norway have been fooling around, but you know, fool them once, fool them twice. It's been 3 fights now in a row, and now Quick Norway, they have to get back into shape to stop this full cap.
Yeah, no, you're also not really having many ultimates on. You've got the wall, which is probably the best ult here on the board for either team, as well as that Hazard ultimate. Flip-Flop went another pick, taking the game hostage. Another one on the Trevor. The Queen was still available for Lunar to finish this fight, and I'm expecting to get popped here soon. But doesn't look
There's a peak now? I mean, Yggdrasil have just turned this one completely on its head. There's a rush down from all the wall investor from Jesper
Oh
Swag.
my god!
But the C9! The C9, Yggdrasil, they just... Where do I learn this power that just makes my opponents C9 like back to back? It's crazy. Yggdrasil's real secret weapon is just... I mean, I know C9 has just got the partner program, but if they're looking for a roster to pick up, Yggdrasil, they might be in contention. They might be an option. And now it is still a massive size difference in these ultimates, 4 minutes to 1. But a map completion from both teams is not what it was really expected. Finishing that 3rd point for Quick Norway's attack even.
Yeah, no, I think that the buff you need for C9s is you just have to wear a pair of flip-flops on your feet. That's, I think, what's the plan here. Just get yourself a nice pair of flip-flops. I've got myself a few black ones. They're really comfortable. They're not on right now because I'm barefooted. But, no, I'm not. I've got socks on. But the important thing is I've got a pair of flip-flops ready to be put on if needed.
Yeah, I mean, so right now, I think no one on Quick Norway would be happy. They're quite sick of, you know, getting slapped around by a flip-flop at the moment. I mean, entire Yggdrasil came together to enable that, to get the angles and the opportunities, but he is the one clicking the headshots. But actually, going to go in on a very, very aggressive composition here for going the Ashe all together, for going the hit scan, the double flex DPS on the side of Yggdrasil. Already scouting out Jesper Swag, and that early engagement is now off the tables, but managed to kite nicely, and a nice headshot from Zoro. Doesn't matter what hero he's on, he will be annihilating your team with crazy damage. And Strebor, not to be outdone as well, gets another one. Clean out the flip-flop. Zoro, I mean, this man is just a beast. How did he even hit that shot? Oh my goodness. Flip-flop looking to hit some shots of his own now. You can see it's already dancing around the rooftops, but not much he can do about it for now.
Is there a venture there? There is a venture, and Fox goes down to it. As Jesper Swag showing that swag money. Trying to get out here now, so a dangerous position, but why do you drop down to... Oh, the Mega, it's a brilliant play! I underestimated it, and Lunar is dead now. A big brain play there, my apologies. I did not expect that kind of play there. It works out in the favor of the Quick Norway.
It's only basically 10 seconds at this point to touch. Dirtmaster has managed to find himself onto the
They
flank,
know,
and
they
he
know
will get the touch.
Dirtmaster.
They know, they so know.
No, they don't, they know.
No, he gets moved. Go, Dirtmaster, go.
No.
Dirtmaster, no.
Yeah, and that is quite unfortunate for Dirtmaster. They're showing that they're only the master of dirt and not the master of retouches. And yeah, now it's a rough time here for Yggdrasil to try to regain this.
Yeah, I mean, Dirtmaster maybe wishing his name was a bit literal so he could venture burrow onto the point, deny that boot, deny that wall, but that's not going to be the case, and not a single percentage gained for the side of Yggdrasil. The best they can hope for is a draw here, but a 4-minute time bank. It's going to be a Herculean effort here from Yggdrasil, and what will be their tools to bring out to try and hammer their way to the victory? Well, we see a Torbjorn and a Orisa. Looks to be a fairly normal comp.
Come on, get the Junkrat out there. Get the Junkrat out there. Oh,
They're thinking
get
on
the
it.
Reinhardt to the Junkrat. Oss is still unsure what to pick here.
Ooh,
Flip
so
flop
is
returns to
flip flop as
spawn.
well.
Reaper.
Oh, the
Are they
Reaper.
gonna run Torb Reaper? Torb
Reaper there.
Reaper.
Okay, this is. Okay, who did you DM to get in this comp? Fess
No
up.
one.
No, okay. Interesting.
That is great minds think alike, as they say.
You know, it's going to take a great performance as well. And I mean, they also have a Pharah to deal with, and Jesper Swag though. I mean, on the Widow, not the pick, you know, not the danger I was talking about, but the danger that finds the first blow and dangerously close to the last one as well. The peel keeping him alive from the engagement onto Luna. And a headshot was going to finish them off. I mean, yeah, he is just clean with it. OC looking to see if he can get a last trade as the point will surely go the way of Quick Norway, as will the map. It's only Flip Flop holding on the last second, and yes, that is going to be a 2-0 for the side of Quick Norway, which will put them as the first team entering the grand finals for our tournament here. Matthew, I mean, yeah, the spotlight was definitely on Quick Norway, so I'm assuming that's why you put the sunglasses on to, you know, to mitigate and avoid that. Yeah, that is kind of what we did expect, but
I was just blinded by greatness of the Aussie Tor pick. That was truly brilliant. And yeah, no, great credit there to. Okay, so we've just been notified that the final game is in fact a rematch between Yggdrasil and Quicksin's Team Denmark FF, and it's a BO5 here. So yeah, we're going right back into the same series.
Okie dokie. I mean, I guess Team Denmark maybe that C9, they just don't want to face that horror again. They don't want to get whatever telepathic mind control magic is going on from Yggdrasil. But yeah, going straight back into the rematch here. A few, like one more map, a couple more maps here and there for Yggdrasil to turn this one around. But it is, you know, that map definitely felt a lot, you know, akin to Sisyphus. They made it an engagement. They got one pick here and there, and then immediately the boulder that was Quick just came rolling back down onto them, and it was great to see from our perspective. But I imagine that playing and just seeing a Bastion falling from the sky with a TB onto a Hitori placed hazard wall is not exactly the most pleasant sight. So I'm sure they'll be hopeful to avoid that soon, or in the upcoming match that should be soon.
Yeah, no, I do think that with all the credits to Flip Flop there, it did end up being Jesper Swag that was the headmaster for that last round. And I wonder if there's gonna be any changes going to the grand finals. And I frankly wonder if there's even going to be a grand finals. I will have to see how it will there be one. I assume that they want to play the game out, but there could also be like a slight chance that there's another forfeit at play. I would hope not, but we'll have to see how it goes, how the story goes. You know, they've gone through the thick of it already, as everybody knows. And yeah, and as it's snowing outside, I think we'll be going to a quick break here now. And we'll see you around after a bit, so bye.
Wait, I don't know what you were saying anymore. I just got my headphones on.
Hello people, we're doing a very quick introduction to the series as it's a rematch of the previous game that we just saw between Yggdrasil and Quick Esports Norway, and we've already got the lobby as the glasses are slowly falling on my head. I don't know if they'll make an appearance or not on my face.
They're going.
But
They're going. I can see them.
We're seeing
Just
like,
slowly sinking down. Well, yeah, hopefully
maybe we'll
it's
see
not
them by the time the camera returns, but we're going in
Yeah.
5 seconds here. Really quickly, we'll be back in a jiffy. Hello. Okay, so
Ooh, Antarctic
we're seeing
Peninsula.
interesting composition choices here. We're seeing Quick Norway running that same Mago comp that they're used to, and we're seeing Yggdrasil running that Queen composition, which is a bit more towards the older trend of the meta, but still a powerful comp since Quick Norway's composition does want to play quite fast. But if you're able to play this brawl style for the side of Yggdrasil a little bit more, you could utilize this lack of other styles for this quick comp other than dive.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. The main difference, of course, being that Cassidy and that Hazard have to see who can get to play their game they like it right now. Zoro being forced out a nice knife to really put the pressure on Strepper. That's going to be exactly the hang on side for you. So I say that though, Jamaster will be traded by Distance Strike and Hittori both find their way onto the back line, and OC will find one take, but Hittori's found two. Obviously also looking to take this Kiriko, but Hittori coming to Juno's aid right at the last second. Now it's only 1v1 versus the tank, but Hittori is not letting that one slide. Try and step up to her and she will shove you down and bring the entire team with you, as Yggdrasil found the first pick, but in the meantime they have let the danger get into their squishy backline, and now Zetwop is being walled off. The Kiriko uses there to keep him up. That block pushing and tickling away at him, but Tori a little bit overzealous there. Now the shout in, can they snowball this pick into a fight win? Will Zoro just like anything to say with it? No, they will have to get the point for the time being. Just Swag is also going to try and get a last second trade. Nearly got it actually on Dirtmaster, that will give his life for the attempt.
Yeah, I'm liking this Ossi Genji honestly. I'm a bit surprised, you know, I'm used to seeing him on the Monkey pick, the Doomfist, which is, you know, before prior, Ossi has kind of dismantled me in certain tournament games. I really respect him as a player, but it's showing that the Genji is also a possibility here. That character seems to be right up his alley, but just look at Quick Norway to take advantage of this fight. So Jesper Swag is slow, forcing to the barrel. As is Hittori, they're all running low here. You've got to find Pixie, and that's just what Jesper Swag does. But Ossi trades for Jesper Swag and still Hittori on low HP. Zero popping that high noon to let Hittori get healed up. Maybe finding a pick or two, not quite. Nice kite there from Yggdrasil. Still retouchable. Lunar getting close to that Queen ult. And are we going to see it? Oh, a pick from Zoro.
Yeah, now the Hazard ult as well. I mean, that's a lot less impressive of a headshot, but Hittori will take out Luna. Zoro is just, yeah, he just sits on that high ground and is let to do his bidding, finding those headshots, finding those kills, getting enabled so well, and Yggdrasil, they do cling onto that point for dear life, but eventually it gets snatched away from them there. Strebel has moved away from the Lucia and gone over onto this Elari, so they're leaning a lot more into the poke or the independence of this lineup. Luna though, looking to go in on top. Despite already has had their Burrow force in. Tori now in the mix of it all, looking for a Queen. Oh, it's surely about a nice knife will surely expel the Doom, and just like a yes, it will. A trade is coming through, a Dirtmaster taken down. Tori low, the block even up. The Suzu goes wide from Juno. She has a Curio in her back pocket, but taking the red dot of time, she's actually going to unleash it. The knife then of course has a teleport. Zoro is powered up. Even Luna has to back away in fear of just how much damage he can do. But now Flip-Flop has his own damage to unleash as well. Shots going wide, a headshot there, not being able to finish up on Zoro. His 1 HP, Jesse's back now on the point, but Fox has taken out Juno. It's the hen house right now, and Fox is hungry, finding that first kill. So he found the flip through. Zoro unleashes the Deadeye to try and claim another kill, but it's not going to come through in time. Despite it's so back in the air, but no, Dirtmaster Ajaxes! The Blaze is the only option now. Ossi will find Zoro. He's looking to try to shackle, but Zoro's going for these spots. He escapes to the air. And Tori has brought OC down to the dust. It's now only Luna alive on the point, and tragedy for the Dirtmaster fan club. Oh,
oh, they're trying to catch him earlier, keeping his spawn camp. Nice cleanse, they're trying to keep Flip-Flop alive, but do they get shooted to Hittori? It's a big shootout to Hittori. Now you gotta get to the point here. Ignore Jesper Swag, just go up. You've got to get the touch, and they do manage to pick Jesper Swag off. We'll be able to get the touch as well, and the fight will most likely be going in the way of Yggdrasil. Unless something now here changes, a nice pick or two, but it doesn't look like it. They're backing up. And now the ult economy for Yggdrasil is looking good. They're looking to possibly take a map here or around here of Norway. And the Kiriko is used early, just like that, to try to punish Juno in the air. But Zorro and Juno find their respective picks. 2 down. Lunar trying to even out the scores. The point is...
They have to queen out the point.
Is flipped. No!
Oh, no! No, Yggdrasil. Quick Norway, they found some magical shard or instrument to reflect the C9 magic back onto Yggdrasil. I mean, that was way closer though than we saw on that first control. And Tori, I mean, that's a statement that I'm not happy that I've read, to be completely honest. But I mean, without all denying the queen ult, yeah, that was definitely the play that really shut down Yggdrasil. But they did seem to be a lot more alive, a lot more kicking than that first control match. So I think there is maybe a lot more of a chance here for them to really open things up.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more in contention here now. They seem to have found the comp that you can kind of utilize against the quick here. Especially with the Illari pick now as well. It's a bit strange, I trust it, but I admit it is a tad bit strange. Especially on this kind of a map where you don't have a lot of places to run off to. And it looks like Yggdrasil initiated an early rush here. Lunar went kind of low, is back to full HP now. Ossi possibly being left behind here, not quite. Nice cleanse. Trebor is going low. And Flip-Flop finds Trebor, but Hitter finds Flip-Flop. Oh my.
Yeah, the Virgo Brave that is. Yeah. It's just striking down from the top rope. Luna will find an axe kill, but it's going to be very difficult to find any more than that with a 2 versus 1. Yeah. I mean, that was just a clean execution there. Hitori and Jesper Swag are just a 1-2 punch, knocking out anyone in their way. And Strive was able to kind of just sit back and drain these resources. And the life force of Fox with the help of Zorro's melee there. You know, trying to join Hitori up on the high ground, but just slowly sliding away. But I mean, she'll have time to mess around up there, and the entire rest of Quick Norway are chasing Yggdrasil back to their front door.
Yeah, you could truly say that Hitori on this hazard is the judge, jury, and executioner. A reference to another game of similarities. Just as I say that Hitori forced to flip-flop, who's locked on the flip-flop, seeing Zorro now on the flank, but Jesper Swag drills into the backside of flip-flop very aggressively. They're still up a pick though here on the side of Yggdrasil.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesper Swag and Zorro are still in the fray, still looking for a desperate trade. They're back into a corner, but they are thrashing out at the members. But it's actually Luno is the one who will find the pick to get them out this corner. Luna Flip-Flop, though, will immediately answer back in tow with 2 of their own. Hitori and Zorro are still holding down this point. Flip-Flop is low to slide, not getting away to safety just yet, but Dirtmaster's pressuring on Zorro will solo onto Hitori. They want them dead, but in the meantime, Flip-Flop is the one being sent back to Tori. It's going to take out a good trade for Yggdrasil. Can they snowball this, or will there be some shutdown? No. Fox and Zorro, it's now a 2-man advantage for Yggdrasil. Looking to become a third, Jesper Swag goes in, feeds away his life.
Yeah, no, Fox is a lot more of an appropriate name for a Kiriko player than Juno. But will we be seeing an impact here come out with a Kiriko rush from Juno, or Fox will determine who is the better Kiriko here in this but it might determine the direction of the fight and the direction of the fight. As it does look like Hitor is in quite a pickle here, and I do like myself some salted pickles, but that's quite a bit too much. Ossi finds Hitori stuck to a wall, and Flip-Flop ends this fight along with Ossi in the backlines. Jesper Swag is emoting with a pizza on the outside of point.
No, he is set up for the flank of a sentry. He's not been spotted. He's not been spotted. No way this works off. Okay, he must have been watching the game earlier where Pandemonium did this on it, but he is now set up behind them all with a tectonic shot. It's 2 left, and there it is, catching onto 3 members. Jesper does a nice job of dodging away, but can they dodge OC's blade? So yes, they will. Jesper Swag trying to get away. Daryl throws into the safe ground at the moment. Juno has found Dirtmaster as a bloodthirsty character. I love to see it, but can she keep her own team buff from big spell zone? Yes, she can. And OC will fall down to Strebel, a second pick for him this fight. And now it is do or die for Yggdrasil. Who can touch the point? Not Luna, as she also falls. A third for Strebel. Can anyone touch? It has to be Dirtmaster here, but actually I think that's Teleport on the point. Actually, the overtime triggered, yes, but immediately as just exterminated by Hitori. And again, another 2-0 win for Quick Norway on map number 1 of our grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot better of a performance in my opinion from the side of Yggdrasil here. But I do have to ask, do you think Lunar is a Moon Knight main in Marvel Rivals? Considering the moon.
There is a
theme
character.
from Lunar.
There is a character in Marvel Rivals called Luna. Called Luna Snow.
Well, yeah, no, but that's Luna.
you
That's what's
not
Lunar, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's
No, but he's gonna. No, but there's a whole moon character, bro. I mean, haven't you seen my funny joke that I made that about the Tua Moon hawks you? I think it's a brilliant joke. but yeah, no, I do think I would say Lunar being more of a Moon Knight man myself. But the Junker Queen is looking very impressive so far, bringing Quick Esports Norway almost a halt there on the first round. Just an unfortunate, a little bit of an overcommitment there, an overextension, as me and you never have done on Midtown during an important CGL game. But
no,
we wouldn't be experts of this at all. But you know, if that's the reason why you're dropping around against this caliber of a team, then you've gotta be a little bit hyped up now. You can definitely take this further compared to the last series. I think they were in a bit of a trolly mood, but now there's something on the line. There's actually 100k face points for the winner, I believe, of this series. So this is 35k. It's one of the other. It's either 100k for all the teams in the top 4, then it's 100k for the top. I'm not entirely sure.
100k?
Yeah, I think it's like 35k for the winner, 25k. Yeah, 100,000 points.
Yeah,
well, it's 35,000, but then it's split along every member, so I'm not entirely sure what the prize pool is like thoroughly. I'm not that expertise. It's I mean, I did grab myself some of those face points from the Tontu Cup, but yeah, I do believe it's more split. But that doesn't matter since you've still got some few maps remaining here. So we're just heading into our next one. I haven't had the time to check what it is since I've been yapping like crazy. But it is in fact my favorite map in the entire game, Blizzard World. I love this map to an extent you don't even understand. I am excited to see this. I want to see some monkey gameplay. I want to see some Torb gameplay on this map. I want to see some Brig gameplay. But it looks like we're seeing Hitori.
There already is some monkeying around. Do you see?
Yeah, these team compositions are quite extraordinary, you could say. But there is some role swapping as well. Juno on that Sojourn and Jesper Swag on that Mercy now. Now I do think Jesper Swag does have enough aura to be the most sexy female, sexy e-girl Mercy player you could ever see. But I don't know, is it? Yeah,
they do have the drip.
Pink Mercy as well.
They do have the drip. I mean,
I like my Jesper Swag drippy, bro. And this is how we're going to be starting this series.
Yo, OC, what the? Okay, they just rolled a full role playing into Reaper. I mean,
OC could feel the Mercy at the enemy team.
OC, he's doing a PG impression, powering up. You know, knowing all of the NEL viewer baddies, of course. And I mean, Juno, I mean, may have a roll soft, but just as lethal, just as bloodthirsty. Hitori hunting down 12 Luna by themselves on the point, bubbling themselves for a big 10 energy. Juno is getting harassed by Dirtmaster there. Right now, yeah, things are not shaping up well. For the start of this attack for Yggdrasil.
Yeah, no, there's the Winston gameplay I was hoping to see. I like this. I actually, like I mentioned earlier, Blizzard World is my favorite map in the game because of this specific style. And actually, I'm happy to see it. I think this could work out very well in favor of Yggdrasil, as you can almost catch Jesper Swagger now, but Zorro finds Fox. You can't go in before you've rotated thoroughly. you get left exposed like that, especially since Hazard is able to dive almost to a similar strength as Wisdom, which I think is quite crazy. But yeah, that's a bit rough as a start for the Yggdrasil here.
Ox did just get caught on the rotate by a nice nade from Strebel, but now he has a bridge trying to keep him alive, but also a Hitori in the shadows, lurking under the bridge like an evil troll, trying to hunt them down. Fox just taking shots from Strebel across the map, who has a nano boost ready in his back pocket. Please be on Jesper Swag, please. I want to see about 4K, but I mean, he might need about 4K considering that we just have 2 big picks in the back pocket. Juno is 1 HP. The nano boost will power them up, though they're getting involved, taking out Luna. I mean, Juno just assassinating 2 members, and they managed to now stabilize a pretty disastrous situation unless Hitori falls in. It's all on flip-flop yet again. See if he can get a trade, but no, the cavalry has arrived. Hitori is so low. You can see flip-flop desperately trying to take them out. They have a pulse on. They're going to throw it at the wall in frustration, and unfortunately gets taken out. But Luna has fallen. Sorry, Luna has taken out Juno, but it is still a man advantage for Yggdrasil there. And never mind.
Then the res, the Mercy res. Jesper Swag has been performing this Mercy excellently, I'd have to say, honestly. I haven't seen much to complain about it. Oh.
You got Solo has an ultimate, and now there's a nano on Luna. Can they find him? No, it's Juno with the overclock. The headshot onto flip-flop. Luna will shut that down though. That surely gets them some breathe, get them some time to rebuke, but OC is so low. They're forced to copy onto the Hazard here. Shot coming in now. OC is on their main roll. This is their time to shine. The Hazard is buying them a lot of this space, but can it find the picks they need? Corey getting the damage boost at the moment. The Valk Pistol pulled out. Can they find the kill? Yes, the kill, but OC falls to just with the
hard cross there.
The heart crosshair ending that of OC. Ooh, a nice anti this random Dirt Master, unless when he dies, he gets shut down, but Fox will avenge his partner in crime. Deathstrike is still alive and available on that Pink Mercy, pocketing, then hitting Juno, doing their best to let them rain havoc onto the entire of Yggdrasil, who are just scanning with only 15 seconds back. Zoro kills himself with his own pulls! Fox, what a great sleep from him, and what a turn of events. I don't think it's going to be enough. It's only 5 seconds, and someone at the point. Luna's down. There's no ults available yet, and Jesper Swag is still on the field, the real threat, showing off his Mercy parkour skills. And Juno has taken out the flip-flop. The main threat for Yggdrasil is down and out for the count. OC's taken out Hitori, unless Jesper Swag finds the rest, but it's an OC looking for him. No, the headshots from the DPS. That would just be decimation, a full hold on Blizzard World here from Quick Norway.
Yeah, and I honestly, like, as strange of a comp as that may seem for a start, the macro to a degree does kind of make sense. I believe, from what I've seen so far, Hazard, when you want to do organized dives, is not as strong as a character like Monkey, but when you're constantly hopping in and out, not having to really worry about setups, then this character excels in these scenarios. And Mercy pocketing a character like Echo that we saw, or Sojourn in some scenarios, I think that to a degree will work out quite well for you. You don't have to worry about setting up your backline when you've got a Mercy and an Anna. The Anna constantly on defense, set up where you know she's gonna be, so you have an area where you can anchor to and find your heals at. And then the rest of the team is just free to run around where they want. They've really got a lot of freedom here, and I think that's kind of messing with Yggdrasil's perception of the comp here at the moment. Though it could obviously be that it's more of a funny pick, especially since you're off-rolling, but I think the Mercy here has some potential to be seen a little bit more. And
we've been informed. Do you want to break the news, Matthew?
You can do it, Netnif, I believe in you.
Okay, we've been informed that Jesper Swag is scheming, quote unquote, from our producer, and I mean, he is still on this Mercy, like you said, given some valid reasons, but he clearly has some nefarious ones working as well. What that nefarious plan will be, I think Yggdrasil will have to wait in fear. Zoro is back on DPS onto He's back on the tour, brother. I should say, Juno still on this sojourn as well. Strebor looking to get pressured up, but flip-flop on the side. But right now, he has a angry Hitori in his face, getting away from the team. Zoro is just on a mission here to take this right side angle all by his lonesome, and OC will not let that slide at the moment with a nice headshot cleaning him out of the fight.
I wonder, I want to read into Jesper Swag's mind, and I'm suspecting that the scheme here is a nano Valkyrie play.
Yeah.
Could that possibly be the thing that we're looking for here? And a nice slip right onto Hitori, but will that stop Hitori? It will stop her from advancing forward to the back line. And the time is ticking down. A minute already off the clock. Fox very close to this nano boost. Incredibly high charge rate already, only a minute into the game. Doubling Trebors and more.
Yeah, it's a nice victim. Yeah, really, you know, put some pressure onto Luna, and right now means they can't go as early to catch this rotation from Quick Norway. Zoro is just doing Torb things. I mean, Machu, you're the expert here, but it seems to be the peak of Torb gameplay to me. Strebor is still just waiting. This nefarious scheme is still being planned, and Juno puts a nice headshot onto Flip-Flop. I mean, I know they're hitting headshots on Kiriko, but they're doing it on a whole different character, a whole different style of aiming, and there is
Diva's getting hammered.
Diva. They get the rematch, and they get the kill on Zoro. I mean, it was a meme, but actually it works out. Luna gets two. Make it a third. Make it a third kill. No, they're gonna have to pop themselves. But the baby blaster is out, not finding the connection though. But I mean, the meme play works out, and it buys them time to regroup.
No, I do feel death looming here. Jesper Swag is getting close to that Valkyrie. The nano boost is already online. We might be seeing a history being made here. A nano Valk winning fight play possibly. There's not much to answer for it as well from the side of Yggdrasil. The overcome comes early to direct the pressure. He has Zoro but stopped in their tracks.
No!
Oh
No,
my
not
god,
the
there's a
hammer.
nano hammer!
No, Zoro, leave him alone! Zoro, leave him! That Fox will save. They'll save OC from that for Jesper Swag. He'll get
And the baby
the save and the kill. The Valk, he's going wild. He's already got one sight set now on Fox. It does land the kill to life. Oh, the save! Oh my goodness, Fox. Will that be enough to keep him alive? No, no, it won't. No, it won't. Jesper Swag will beat him to death. No. No. Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Yeah, I mean that's one way to end the grand finals for the qualifiers to the
It's best of
Face
five.
It Community Showdown here
Best of
from the
five.
quick.
It's not over.
Wait, no, it's not a
over.
best of. It's a best of 3. It's a best of 3. It's already
Is
over.
it a best of 3?
Yeah, Face It admin
Oh,
said,
they won't do best of 3. Face it. They've had enough of our shenanigans, clearly. SMH.
Yeah,
Thanks to
yeah,
Face It for bringing us this tournament as well.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
Obviously, congratulations to Quick Norway for grabbing those points and possibly better seeding when it comes down to the tournament in January, where I as well will be performing my miraculous acts of Reinhardt gameplay on Shambali Monastery, bringing me into another heartbreaking series defeat in another finals or important game of showcasing. But
yeah.
no, but yeah, no. In January 4th, the community showdown playoff starts. Well, now the 4 teams we've seen today play will all be partaking. I'm excited to see if we could play against Fred there. For my personal teams, it would be a nice match to have, especially after watching the performance put on today.
I mean, every one of these teams, every one of these games had their own flair, had their own style to it. We saw some Reinhardt plays from the Fred versus Team Denmark matchup, the initial C9 in that first matchup as well between Yggdrasil and Team Denmark, and then this rematch and the initial match between Yggdrasil and Quick Norway as well it was just an art piece. Some would say a circus, but that's a bit mean. So I will continue to say it was an art piece. We saw on-the-fly ingenuity, adaptation, unusual compositions, a C9 here as well. As you know, Yggdrasil might try to build their brand around that too. But yeah, it has been a blast to cast this Quick X Nel series with you, Matchu. Some great games, some great players. Congratulations to everyone that has been competing, and of course to Quick Norway for coming out with the victory. I'm sure they'll be enjoying all those lovely face-it points for themselves. But yes, Mr. Matchu, do you have any closing thoughts or matters to say on this match up today?
Yeah, I mean, kudos to all the teams that participated in today, and obviously there were not as many teams as you'd like in a tournament like this. It was originally supposed to be a whole weekend long, or sorry, week-long tournament. Got rescheduled a bit because lack of participants, which is always unfortunate. But for the teams that did partake today, thank you for being here and toughing out even the close series that might feel a bit bad to play. And for the side of NEL here, be ready to be on the lookout for their Twitters. There might be some interesting posts happening later on this weekend regarding the future of this organization and what's to come for 2025. Some exciting news. And yeah, and other than that, it's been a pleasure. For the side of Quick, you'll most likely see us casting the Overdrive Cup later on as well. Is it? When is it? Next week? The 29th of December. So after Christmas, you'll be able to see me and Natnif at least cast for one more time before I head into the eventual doom of wanting to play the game again. I know, what a horrible fate. But yeah, for the part here, happy holidays to everyone, Merry Christmas as well to all of you who joined us today. And we'll see you after the Christmas break, and I hope you enjoyed the show today, even if it was a bit of a mess. And we'll see you around another time. For now, it's a bye-bye.
Bye bye.